truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, just don't unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's new.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Weaver. I am on the Don't Unfriend Me show, otherwise known as The Dumb Show, with host Matt Spear. You guys can find the show at The Dumb Show on social media or thedumbshow.com.
It's Red Friday. RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. A movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. Sorry we are late tonight. This will not happen again. Well, it's going to happen again. Of course it's going to happen again, but we didn't mean for it to happen.
It's technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. We're trying to get everything ironed out, and it hasn't been easy, but we're getting there. Liv, walk us down the run of show. Who's coming?
All right.
And announce our new person, too.
Yes.
Oh, one thing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. April 16th, next Thursday, Adam and Bethany Coogan will be here. He was a J6er who decided to evade the law instead of going to jail. The 22nd, Barry Morgenstein will be here. Always love to have him. May 1st, Amani will be back every first Friday of the month. May 15th is T.S. Dixon. Also working on a few others. Barry introduced me to a person named Tim Brown, who is a firefighter who was firefighter during 9/11, and he's released a book and he's done a few things. So working on him to set a date. Also have contacted Ryan Samuels and a few others and just waiting to hear back from people to book. But April's completely booked. May, we only have 2 weeks available, and then we're into June. So
yeah, not bad.
We're getting booked. So if you know of anyone or would like somebody on the show, email me, Olivia at thedumbshow.com. All of the contact info, phone number, email, and who the person is, please.
Sounds good. Hold on. Could you pull that up behind me and then move it over? Yep. Thank you. So let's see. We got a busy show tonight. It is Jacket Friday, which is if you enter a $25 donation, you get entered to win a jacket. We're going to go ahead and cut to the middle so you can look at this real quick. Let me get Olivia in the window. There it is. So the jacket is designed by Olivia, collegiate jacket. It's got the Don't Unfriend Me on the back. It's got, sorry, I forgot to drop you in this one. And it's, go ahead. You got to show the back first. They didn't see it. So there's the back, the Don't Unfriend Me show on the back of the jacket. This is all stitched, 36,000 stitches in this jacket. It's why it's expensive. It actually, with shipping everything, they're missing it. They can't see there it is.
There it is.
You get opposite of what you think you should do. There you go. The Dumb Show. And then on the sleeve, it's got the football. And the conception date of the show is right there. All available. And you can also get any of the jackets that we offer. You can also get 5 pounds of coffee or the Sherpa blanket. $25 gets you in it to win it. We'll talk about it throughout the show. Goal 750. We have to hit 500 to give a jacket away. If we hit 750, we give 2 bags of coffee and a jacket. And then if we hit 1,000, we'll do 2 bags of coffee and 2 jackets. So there it is. That's how it goes. So welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Why are we wearing red? Well, it's Red Friday. That's number one. And we remember everyone deployed. Frank, why isn't Frank in Rumble anymore?
He is?
No, he's leaving Rumble.
Oh.
Yeah, and he says, I'm going somewhere else. I don't know. Is
Maybe
this Frank?
he's going to another.
Maybe this is Frank now. Is this Frank?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, buddy. Let me get the audio switch. Dude, what's this I miss you crap and all this other stuff?
Huh?
You're like, you're in Rumble. You're like, I miss my dumb family. Like, have you, like, did you leave the show or something?
Oh.
I don't understand.
No. Here's the thing. I don't go into chat. I will sandbag once in a while and just kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
But usually what I do is I run my laptop into my widescreen. And then when the show comes on, I go to full screen.
Got it.
So I miss my chat.
Got it. Okay, good. Well, then we can,
So I just wanted to,
go ahead.
I just wanted to tell everybody that I love them and I miss them. And it's like the best chat in the world. And they're all such great people.
I
and
understand.
So supportive. So
I understand now. Love you, miss you. I just, I didn't want you to leave. I thought something was going on. Hey, you sent me an email. Do you want to talk about that live or do you want to talk about it off air?
No, we can talk about it right now. Dan Blizerian.
Yeah.
He is, I saw an interview with him and Owen Schroyer today. And this guy is running against Randy Fine in Florida. And dude, I'm telling you, ex-military, a stud. And he and you would get along.
No, we wouldn't.
Perfectly.
No, we wouldn't.
Perfectly.
No, we wouldn't.
I know you would. There's no doubt in my mind. And I immediately.
Frankie, you're not listening to me. No, we wouldn't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, we wouldn't. I know.
Really?
I know him very well, and the community knows him very well too. And he's an anti-Semitic neo-Nazi.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I guess I don't know based on the conversation.
Yeah, I've got some stuff I can show you if you want. It's going to burst your bubble. He's really good.
He's really good
the first 5. He's really good the first 5 minutes you hear him. In fact, I really liked him, and then I started doing background on him. So let me give you a little background. And I was going to do this. It's amazing that's why I got your email. I was so excited. I was a little worried. I was like, well, Frank will listen. I know Frank's a smart guy. I want you to do your own research, right? Don't just take my word for it. And I don't know Dan Blizerian. I've never met him. I know his reputation in the community, and he has none. And I'm talking in the IC community and Special Forces community. He's a laughing stock. He was never a United States Navy SEAL. He lied. He went to BUDS. They kicked him out. So he wasn't a SEAL, even though he claims to be so. Some of the things that he said that he hasn't done: claimed $50 million won in a poker game, won $10.8 million in one night, completely unverified. Taxes say no. Says he's self-made, wealth narrative, multimillionaire, but his reporting shows his wealth is tied to his dad. He was convicted of securities and tax fraud. Ignite company success claims promoted Ignite as a major successful business company. Reported loss of $50 million in a single year. Lawsuits are still pending. Navy SEAL, I told you about that. He was dropped from the program. They dropped him. Conspiracy claims about Jews, JFK, 9/11, the Iraq War, all caused by the Jews. Said all Jews need to be died. All Jews need to be dead, need to be murdered, eradicated from the earth. Legal issues: arrested in 2014 on explosive-related charges. Pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor. Was fined. Involved in all those lawsuits. And just listen. Tell me if you can hear this real quick. Ready?
Go ahead.
I mean, honestly, the only real.
Can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
All right, listen, here he is.
Battle in the world today that I see worth fighting is fucking, exterminating Israel. I mean, I would sign up tomorrow and go fucking put boots on the ground and go fucking kill Israelis. That would be a great day for me. I would fucking sign up on the fucking draft waiver wherever. Give me a fucking, give me a rifle and send me the fuck over there. I truly believe that the majority of that country is evil, and they're perpetuating a genocide. They've been operating apartheid. They're suppressing those Palestinians. They're attacking their neighbors. They're operating like terrorists. They're fucking arrogant, ungrateful bastards, and they need to be wiped off the fucking map. So,
Dan Blizerian, thanks. It's always a pleasure having you on. And you fucking, yeah, man, you don't self-censor for sure. I mean that's what being American's all about, right? Is standing up against tyranny and fighting for what you believe to be right.
indeed. I hope I don't get you kicked off kick, but it was good chatting with you, brother.
So
Sounds like a winner.
well, that's just the beginning of it. He was on TMZ and he's going for his campaign, and they had to censor it on TMZ because it wouldn't make air, and they would have gotten strikes. I'm not afraid of playing it because people know that I'm not an anti-Semite, and I've built a reputation. And for some reason, YouTube and Facebook allow me to play Nick Fuentes and stuff and don't punish me, and I'm going to keep doing it. Frank, you have been seduced by a charlatan, a horrible human being. He is dog shit. And I can say that. And here's the thing. He says I would openly fight that guy in about 2 seconds. I'm 52 years old, and I would absolutely do a celebrity cage match anytime he wants. Just because I know guys like this, they're wanna-seals, they're completely losers, they're douchebags. He has no guts, no balls, and I can't stand the guy. So I didn't mean to tear him apart for you, but it also worries me because I really care about you, and I don't want you getting sucked into these people because they're evil, pure evil.
Well, Matt, that's my fault because I didn't do enough research on the guy before I sent that email. I was going basically off of his and Owen Schroyer's interview. So, you know, it sounded good. It was all, candy and fluff and unicorns. And I thought, oh man, he's saying all the right stuff.
I know.
Yeah, I can see where the guy is a piece of shit, man. Thank you for opening my eyes.
No, but here's the good thing is that I was going to do this anyway tonight because he said some things, and the TMZ interview came out, and I've exposed him on the show before, and he's very much like the Tate brothers. This guy, he was on the Hodge twins. And Owen Schroyer, I'm just letting you know, is not. Listen, you got to listen to who you want to listen to. You're an adult. You're a big boy. You can consume whatever you want. I'm just telling you, as far as this far right extremist side of the party, these guys where the left says, oh, they're neo-Nazis. He's a neo-Nazi, hands down.
He kind of looks that way. If you look at his appearance, he's not very well kept. That haircut, I don't know. It's like part skinhead, part wannabe hippie. I don't know. I didn't get it. His beard was like nasty, and I was like, dude, do a little manscaping. Make yourself. But yeah, that was the part that turned me off about him. It was like I would not. I don't know. Just based on his looks, I probably wouldn't vote for him.
He's got a good rap. He's got a good rap. And Fine is going to kick the living dog shit out of him. So this guy he's horrible.
And I'll be honest with you, Matthew, I hate to see that because I don't like Fine at all.
That's okay.
I mean, I think, there's just something about that guy. He just rubs me the wrong way. He's not America first.
That's fine.
Israel. And that's just me. I don't know. Maybe
let's do this. Let's you and I do this. Let me show you Fine and what he's proposed. Let me show you the money he's taken, and let me show you what he signed off on and what he hasn't. And I'm not going to defend Fine as his personality, but I can defend his voting record, and I can defend that he's not a backstabber and he's not a rhino. I understand people get upset. They see a yarmulke and they assume that this person's, but we don't care if somebody wears a crucifix. We don't go, oh, you're a Christian, you've sold out to Rome, or you're Catholic, or you've sold out to the Vatican. And when we see that, I don't understand why we do this with Jews. I just don't understand. And it just baffles me. They wear a yarmulke. That's the only sign. and occasionally a Star of David. And just because they do, it doesn't mean that they're sold out to Israel. It means that they are people of a faith. Now, someone might say, well, what about Island Omar when she wears her headscarf? I've never said shit about her headscarf. The only thing I've ever said about Rashid Tlaib and Island Omar and all these douche plows and Ayanna Pressley is them wearing a kafaya, which is terroristic garb from the PLO, People Liberation Army. So I don't care if you want to represent your religion on the floor. You should. Those are your constituents. So, Frankie, I love you. I just want you to be careful. I just want you to be careful. There's a lot of intoxicating stuff out there, and that's why you come here, is to check to see. I'm not the purveyor of truth. Everything I say isn't 100% right, but I can tell you when people are promoting a narrative that's simply to discredit and destroy Jews versus the truth. I'm pretty good at doing that.
Matt, that's why I watch you every night, is I know you're not going to blow smoke up my ass.
Yeah.
And I trust you in that sense, and Olivia, and she's come a long way. I got to tell you,
she's doing great. She's doing great.
She's done an awesome job, and she just keeps getting better and better and better. We can just get her up on the mic a little bit more so we can hear her. I think that would be awesome.
The problem is that she doesn't. She puts the mic in her chin, and it needs to be up. She won't put it up, and I've tried to have her do it, but it's under her chin, and I just stopped asking. So there's no way to make her louder until she gets proper mic etiquette. So why don't you tell her, Frank? Tell her right now. Get after her.
Olivia.
Yes.
Get on the mic like you were doing something erotic.
Whoa.
With your husband.
Hey,
Frank.
Just,
Make sure you don't put 2 zeros in your donation when you enter the jacket tonight.
Or
okay?
do for that matter. Or do.
I might not give it back this time.
I am the Indian given motherfucker, if I remember your quote.
I didn't say the mother ever. Why is someone hitting the... so let's listen. I'm going to cut you loose. We got a lot to do tonight. It's Jacket Friday if you want to get into
Frank.
it, buddy. Okay?
Love you.
All right, man. Love you guys.
All right.
Take care.
Ditto. Listen, no one should ever feel bad for liking somebody and then going, oh, wait a second. I think we've all been there. Someone says, why is someone hitting the angry face? Well, because we have trolls, and we also have ex-viewers who are very, very bitter. We're going to go into that tonight. So let's get these donations caught up because we're going to be busy. It is Jacket Friday, folks.
The donation window is not up.
Okay. Well, that's because, it's been hard.
Yeah. I'll put another one in.
Just, no, not yet.
Okay.
Okay, now try.
Okay.
Marie was the first one?
Marie was the first one.
Is that Harrelson?
No.
Okay, just Marie.
Just Marie.
No, that's fine. Marie, thank you for your donation of $25. We appreciate it. That's going to put you in it to win it for the jacket. If you guys don't know how this works, now, Liv, I'm going to hit the button.
Okay.
If you don't know how this works, $25 gets you in it to win it. With that $25, you can get the Sherpa blanket. You can get the Dumb Nation original jacket, which is all embroidered, and it is awesome. 1 entry per person. Monday drawing. We will do that. All entries in the end of the year drawing. The end of the year drawing is huge. Allows you to go ahead and we're going to have a massive drawing at the end of the year. Last year was like $500 worth of stuff, and it was cool. I mean, we had books autographed, we had photographs, we had wooden flags. I mean, we gave away a ton of stuff. We're going to do the same thing here. $25 gets you that entry at the end of the year. If you do it, we do these things twice a month. So that's 24 entries at the end of the year that everybody gets. And then we'll count that. If you win once, it's your choice. You can enter again if you want to try to win a bag of coffee or just to pay it forward to someone else. A lot of people do that, but we appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. Let's see. Aaron Warshower donated $25 in it to win it. Outstanding.
And if you do win coffee, you can still be entered in to win the jacket, just so you know.
Right. I'm aware that there are Jews that are Christ followers. I'm very, very much aware. My point of bringing that up was, why are we talking about only Jews, as always? But we don't care about somebody who's, Hindu. We don't care about somebody who might be Buddhist, or or we don't care if somebody's Catholic. We don't care if they're Christian. This is just something I am fundamentally against. And now you guys saw Benny last night. Benny's jumping on the train too, and this is where we're going. I told you this was going to happen. They were all going to turn against Trump. They were going to go ahead and rail against the Jews, and then they're going to all get behind JD Vance. This is what's going to, I mean, this is so obvious. It's so patterned, and you can see it. Or maybe they won't get behind Vance, because I think they're going to hold him hostage. I think Tucker Carlson and team will hold his ass hostage. And you want to talk about someone who's going to be a servant to the narrative. I worry about JD Vance not standing up to these guys. He's got to disassociate himself like Trump did. I mean, Trump, we'll talk about it, came out tonight and laid it down. You can keep putting those in unless the commercials uplift. Here we go. Another one. Isaac Castillo, $25. Jacket in it to win it. Outstanding. All right. So we're going to get all these in here. We're going to keep going. And remember, $25 gets you in. We got a bunch to do tonight. I want to keep going on this Dan Blizerian train, because I want you to see something. Jeff Oliphant donated $25 in it for the audience. Jeff, thanks, buddy.
Because he's already won. So we have one extra entry so far.
Yes, one extra. Oh, and if you're really, listen, folks, we got to be limited. If you're in a bad spot or you can't do it this month, we understand. Give Olivia her name. She'll put you in a drawing.
Message me or email me, please. I can't read Facebook chat. So if you do it in Facebook chat, I'm not going to see it.
Why don't you just take this part?
Okay. So if you're in a bad spot and you can't enter, message me or email me, olivia@thedumbshow.com. My Facebook chat is not loading. I can't see it. So if you put it in chat, I'm not going to see it. So I won't be able to put your name in. If people give extra entries, I put your name on that list. As long as we have enough entries, you guys are entered to it. So.
Okay, cool. So yes, we're going to go overtime tonight. We know that's going to happen. I'll talk about Benny Johnson in a second. Dan Blizerian, I want to show you another video. And I just want you to listen to the type of rhetoric from this guy. This isn't a one-off. This isn't, oh, he had a drunk tweet. This is who this guy is. This is what he believes.
If I don't support the political ideology of Zionism, it is a political movement. It's not hatred of Jewish people. They want to marry the two so that if you do criticize the nation of Israel, they would love nothing more than to label you anti-Semitic. And I reject that. I reject that from the Zionist supremacists, because that's exactly what they are. And they hijacked that Religious Liberty Commission.
A lot of people. 2 months, folks. 2 months later. What have I told you? Started off with, oh, we don't like Netanyahu. He's too extreme. Oh, you know what? The state of Israel and their government. Oh, you know what? We're not anti-Semites. We just don't like Zionists. Okay, we hate dirty Jews. Sorry, we should have said it. 2 months. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse and worse. Go back to Twitter and go back to October 8th of how many years? That would be 2024?
2023, I think.
Yeah, 2023 maybe. Go back on X and look. And what did I say? I said, you are about to see the real version of people, and their masks are going to slip. Go look at it. Mm-hmm. And since then, this everybody, every person I called, every person I said was going to jump ship. Remember, Benny Johnson now, he's backpedaling because he knows he got a phone call. Guarantee it. But he put out that the New York Times put out this post or this paper article in regards to that Benjamin Netanyahu supposedly sat in the Oval Office and gave false intelligence to President Trump and was warned by Rubio and warned by Pete Hegseth that he lied. And Benny goes, we need to excommunicate, Benjamin Netanyahu from the White House, and just started jumping on the bandwagon. Well, guess what? Donald Trump came out and laid World War III, nuclear waste, to Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and just laid them all out. And Alex Jones, and basically said, I don't need you. You guys can go pound sand. And Megyn Kelly backpedaled. I'll show you that video. Benny Johnson is just like pretended that nothing happened. But remember, Benny Johnson also promoted Vivek Ramaswamy and Ron DeSantis during Trump's presidency, met with them and put him on the show. So this guy covers his bets. And this is the way they are. I told y'all. You know what's hilarious is I got called unloyal to Trump and a rhino when I called him out to run a better candidacy. You know, when I said, stop talking about the frickin' vaccine, stop talking about the stolen election and just go out there and talk about policy. Get an abortion policy that Republicans can embrace. And everyone's, oh, you're not a Trump supporter. Well, look at now. How about now? Soon it's like I'm going to be the only one left standing. Somebody said, what did my shirt say? It says Joe Biden with a little unchecked box, and then it says convicted felon with a check box in it. It looks like a ballot, basically, voting for Trump, and then it says Trump 2024 at the bottom. Here's the rest of this. Now, listen to her now.
People say Zionists, and I understand, but I really believe that it's a Jewish supremacy issue.
I agree with you. I think there is a Jewish supremacist problem, and it's the Jewish supremacists that are trying to pin us against them. It's like the us versus them.
There you go. And now I'm going to go ahead and do what I should do, and which is go ahead, Liv, keep pumping them in. Okay. Just don't even stop. Don't stop. Just keep them coming. Because we'll get so behind on these damn things. Frank Wood donated $25 for someone who needs it. God bless you all. Thank you, Frankie. We appreciate you. $25 in it to win it. Here is Dan Blizerian's unedited TMZ show that TMZ couldn't play because of censors. Here it is. And I'm going to play it live.
Why you've pivoted here and decided to run.
I just don't feel like anybody in government is doing what is in the best interest of Americans. And I feel like they are doing what is in the best interest of themselves. And you see that with Trump. I feel like every decision that Trump makes is based on what is best for him and his ego.
So you were somewhat vocally a supporter of President Trump in the past. When did that change?
Well, I think when he lied about every single thing that he said that he was running for, right? Like, this is not America first. It's been Israel first. And he just has broken promise after promise. And that to me is really the crux of the issue. Like in my friend group, if you lie one time, your word is gone. It's shot. Nobody trusts you. And I've watched Trump lie to us over and over.
Says the wannabe SEAL.
Says, I'm assuming you don't have any friends.
No, he's got friends. They're all freaking just like him. And they hate women. They hate Jews. They hate anyone not like him. And that's totally fine. You can believe whatever you want. But you know what? I'm going to educate the people that I can about this guy, that he is a lying wanna SEAL. He's stolen valor. He's a piece of shit.
Over and over again. I mean, what did this idiot tell us? He said that we had already won the war. He told us
Courtney, donate $25. I got me today. Courtney, we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We understand. It's tough sometimes. And listen, that's what we're here for. If we can get you guys an extra entry, we will. But thank you for getting in when you can. We appreciate you. Folks, real quick, here's the rest of this.
We had complete air superiority that we could just fly anywhere we wanted. What did they do? They shot 3 of our planes down. Everything about this war has been a complete failure. And then he completely capitulated and accepted every single one of Iran's terms. I mean, he is going to allow them to have full control of the Strait of Hormuz. Not that he had a choice, but he's lifting all sanctions. We're paying them reparations. He's lifting all sanctions from anybody that was supporting Iran.
Everything that he has said is a complete blatant lie so far. This is all the 10-point plan bullshit, sugar.
We have to remove all troops from the area. And I mean, if you look at the 10 points, it's everything that Iran wanted.
Well, I mean, all that is being negotiated.
Carrie Ripley donated $25 in it to win it. Let's go, dummies. Outstanding. In it to win it.
But you're allowed to enrich uranium, and they don't have to allow nuclear inspections now. So what did we accomplish?
I will say, I think it's hard to argue with a single point you just made. I think a lot of people, frankly, myself included, agree with you on that. There's another element to this, which is Israel, and you mentioned Israel. And you are, you seem to...
Like TMZ is your source of information. Oh, we agree now. You agree, huh? Why? Why do you agree?
View Israel as the enemy here. Could you explain?
Well, I mean, they're a terrorist nation. They were founded by terrorists, and they've been committing terrorism since their inception. I mean, and prior to their inception, they bombed the King David Hotel. They poisoned Palestinian wells. I mean, they've been a disaster. I mean, the Haganah, the Irgun, and the Stern Gang is what comprised the IDF, and those were all designated terrorist organizations. So, and the leaders of those organizations went on to become prime ministers of Israel. So this is a country that was founded on terrorism. They've been committing terrorist attacks. They've been committing a genocide, and we're paying for it to our own detriment, and they're dog walking us into wars. So, yeah, I don't know how you could ever view them as an ally. They've attacked U.S. warships. I mean, I don't know if you're aware of the
USS Liberty. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, a friendly fire. Oh, no. You can tell this guy was a SEAL, right? Has no idea what friendly is. No idea.
The difference.
And I care. Okay, I care about USS Liberty, but give me a break. Kimberly Jurgemeyer donated $25. This is for someone who could use it. Please pay this one forward. Kimmy, you're amazing.
Also, I got your package, Kimberly. Thank you very much. I really
Kim, that was so sweet of you to do that.
Sweet.
Thank you so very much. I was like, what is it, cocaine? This is great. But no, that was very nice. Here's the rest. I'm not done. This guy's a douche plow. Every single person should be voting against this guy. Folks, we got to get this thing shared out. Let's go.
Different false flag attacks that they've committed, but it's been numerous. The Lavon affair, I mean, they bombed U.S. cinemas and British cinemas and libraries, trying to blame that on the Muslim Brotherhood.
I mean, Dan, I'm sorry, I just wanted, because I know that some of the things you're talking about, and those are theories that are out there that are not proven.
This is not.
God, I'd love to fight this guy. I'd love to just smash his nose across his face with an elbow. Like, I don't want to fight people. I haven't want to fight somebody in a long time. I really want to fight this fucking guy. I would absolutely just love to fight this guy. And no cage match, nobody there, no lawyers. Just go behind the building. You know, take out your teeth and your hairpiece and let's go.
You know, his hair is like an upside down Dumb and Dumber kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the bowl cut. He's like, go the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't even want to make fun of him. He's such a retard. It's like you can't even argue with him, because even no matter what you say, there's no way to reach him. This is very similar to a debate we had this week.
Look, I don't want to spend the time kind of getting into that, because believe me, there's a big response to what you just said. The bigger thing to me is that you don't seem to have a problem with Israel, just Israel. You seem to have a problem with Jews.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's a ethnocentric state, and it's being run by Jews.
Well, that's okay. But hold on. Let's talk about the Jews in the United States, not in Israel.
Okay. You called against Randy Fine.
You called your opponent this fat Jew. So he's not from Israel, but you called a guy in Florida this fat Jew. How is that not anti-Semitic?
Well, he's a Jewish supremacist, and he puts Israel before America, and I think that he should be tried for treason.
This fat Jew.
How? Just tell me how. How has he put Israel in front of America? Let me know. Just give me some examples. Lois Bentley donated $25. Lois, we love you. You're in it to win it. Winning a jacket. Folks, I know we're doing Jacket Friday, but we extend the show. So everyone's like, gosh, it's too much about the jacket. We have to. It happens once every 2 weeks. It's kind of a cool thing for us to do, and we're going to keep doing it. We hope it doesn't bother you too much, and we don't do it too often. So $25 inner donation. And when you do, you can win the Sherpa blanket, or you can get the old Don't Unfriend Me Nation jacket. It isn't old, it's awesome. It is full stitch count, beautiful colors, gorgeous, warm, and it's even great for summer. I'm telling you, the jacket's good all year round. Ask anybody. We'll do a Monday drawing. All entries are in the end of the year drawing. We gave away a ton of stuff. You also can get the collegiate jacket as well. And Olivia will show you that in just a second. Not right now. It's okay. It's too crazy right now. Here is the rest of this video. So $25 gets you in it to win it.
Is anti-Semitic.
Yes.
Dan.
I mean, that's what you say, but how about every single time
that's what I know. I don't say it. I know
he literally talks about how Muslims are lower than dogs. So is that Islamophobic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. And that wouldn't be, that's not appropriate for him to say either.
Pretty simple.
If he had said that.
But he does all the time. And he tweets that. And he's a senator.
Are you anti-Semitic?
No, I'm not anti-Semitic. I think that, that's kind of a made-up term. I think the Palestinians are the real Semites.
Term? Two wrongs.
Yes, because if you look at what a Semite
was
is.
Was Hitler anti-Semitic?
What's that?
Was Hitler anti-Semitic?
Like I said, it's the term is focused solely on Jews, but actual Semites are the Arabs, and Palestinians are Semites.
Yes, jackass. But what we're specifically talking about is there's no Jewophobia. Okay, there is Islamophobia, dick shit.
He sounds.
Hold on a second. There is Islamophobia, dick shit. Okay, there's even arachnophobia if you want to go ahead and start classification of spiders. There's no Jewophobia. So the phrase, yes, the Semites were a nomadic people, and yes, essentially everyone in the Middle East are Semites. We understand that. But this has specifically been adopted to discuss Jewish hatred and wanting the annihilation of the Jews. So stop playing. No, he's not ignorant. He's just stupid. I'm sorry. This one I need to get this shit out. I hate this guy. Like, I hate him. Like, if he gets hit by a bus, I'm going to throw a party. Like, that's where I'm at with this guy. This guy is everything antithetical to what I believe. Everything. And even just because he's a wanna seal, that's enough for him to be dropped from a building. Like, it's the highest level of disrespect to the teams and the people who earn the trident. And for anyone to say that you were a SEAL when you got kicked out of Buds, you're just a low-life scumbag. And everything about you just leaks insecure, small dick peen energy. And you're not alpha. Dude, this guy, I guarantee you, first shot across the bow, across his nose, and he's going to curl up like a little ball and cry and turtle like a bitch. I guarantee it. I've known guys like this my whole life.
Well,
go ahead.
He's very childish. Just the response of basically, well, he says he does it, so why can't I? That's basically when they were talking about fine. When they were like, when they said he anti-Islamist or whatever.
Well,
it was just very
Islamophobic.
Childish.
Yes, it's Islamophobic. Yes.
Yeah, it's very childish the way he answered.
And Randy Fine has I don't want to talk about his character because I don't defend his character. I don't defend anyone who hates someone. I think we've learned that this week. You know what I mean? I don't like people who hate Arabs. I don't like people. Base it on the man's character, right? And this guy's character, he's trash. He's just trash. And listen, I don't get like this. I don't think I've ever spoken like this about anyone on my show. Anybody. This guy, when I heard my good friend Frank, even like remotely, was like, wow, I listened to him for 5 minutes, which I totally understand. That pissed me off to the point where I'm like, oh no, we're gonna expose this douchebag. Here's the rest of this.
As well, and they actually have more DNA lineage to that region than any of the Eastern European Ashkenazi Jews that have taken it from them. So I kind of have issue with that term and how it's been hijacked to only talk about Jews.
So if you want to call it anti-Jewish, then you can call it anti-Jewish.
Well, I'm not going to call this anti-Jewish. When you say that this fat Jew, you could take another race and you could use another epithet, but you're anti-Semitic then.
I'm not. I have Jewish friends.
Oh, some of your best friends are Jewish?
Paint all Jews with one brush, but he paints all Muslims with one brush, and it's accepted. And for some reason in this country, it is okay to just blast Muslims, bash them. You look at what Bill Maher said about Muslims. I mean, it's this double standard, and I don't like the double standard. And I look at him as a Jewish supremacist. He believes that Jews are better than other people, and he puts Israel before America. And so I have huge problems with that.
So if you've got a black friend that you don't like, do you use the N-word on him?
No, I don't.
Well, then what's the difference when you use the word fat Jew for a Jew you don't like?
Well, is Jew the same as because that is not that's not, one is a slur, right? And one is describing a religion. So you can't compare the two.
Really?
Just someone I have not mentioned because they're so insignificant in my life. Remember when I told you that Johnson Balls hated Jews? And he goes, no, I don't. Prove it. He's so mad that I'm exposing Dan Blizerian, bitch boy, his idol, his little neo-Nazi butt pirate idol, that he came out of it tonight and he said, I don't know, space is fake and he'll drop you like a rock. Isn't it funny that fat boy Johnson Balls in Canada is defending and so freaking upset that his gay patriarch is getting trounced? I love it. I fucking love it that I live in Johnson's head. I still own you, dude. Still own you.
There's a way.
How can you compare those two?
There's a way you say it, Dan, that the intent is the same. It's
not the same at all.
Here. So one is a slur, one is a racial slur that I don't use, and the other one is describing an ethnicity.
You just used it.
Well, are we adults? Can we talk about a word? Was a word so offensive that it just, you can't say it? We have to say
the answer to that is yes.
So I want to ask a question.
People are too sensitive.
Dan, I know you I mean, people are sensitive, but if you're really going to run for Congress, you're going to face these questions on the campaign trail. You're going to face it in debates. And you have lived your life in a way that clearly those things are going to be brought up. As we're talking to you, I realize you have lots of money and that, spending it on this campaign, it may be fine for you. I'm just curious that you're running in Florida as a Republican and you are anti-Trump and clearly, I'll say anti-Jew.
Tommy, good, a longtime listener of the show, says, I'm sorry. You don't need to be sorry. Every Muslim I've had to deal with in the store has treated me like a piece of dog shit based on my experience with them. I can't stand them. I cannot disagree. In the retail world, I had the same experiences. I really have. And, me too. and I'm not going to lie to you. There is an air of authority there. And I will tell you, if you want to see the worst of any Muslim, get him into a trade situation or a purchasing situation. I've seen it with computers. I've seen it with dealing with buying advertising. I'm not going to disagree with you. And I'm not here to say that Muslims are the most kind and loving and embracing type of people I've ever met in my life. I'm not going to say that. But I think there's a difference between saying they all need to be eradicated and murdered and killed. And I have a problem with Muslims. I have a problem with Filipinos sometimes. And I'm not going to lie. I've said that on the show. A lot of the Filipinos that I've run across, especially in the Navy, in the Filipino mafia, I did not get along with in any way, shape, or form. But that doesn't mean that all Filipino people are bad. It doesn't mean that all Muslims are bad. It doesn't mean all Jews are bad. And I'm certainly not going to relegate an entire evaluation of an entire group of people based upon interactions that I've had. So I'm with you. I get it. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. What this guy's doing is he believes that every Jew on the planet should die. Just like the guy last week on our show, our Monday night, said all Arabs should die. They're both equally wrong and both equally stupid. That's it.
I can tell you that at one point or another, I have disliked at least one, if not more, person from every single race, creed, sexual orientation, female, male, non-binary, if you want to go there, religion,
there's no such thing.
Whatever. There are assholes in every single race, religion, and whatever you want to say. So I base my opinion off of you based on who you are as a person, not which God you worship or the color of your skin.
Right.
And anyone who doesn't is lying to themselves when they say they're not judgmental. Because they definitely are.
$225, folks, in it to win it. $25 gets you into the jacket drawing. Remember, all you got to do is put in $25 and you are in it. Susan McGoran donating $25. Thank you for your hard work. No, thank you. It is pretty simple how this works. You put in $25, you get yourself into an entry. And that entry gives you a chance to win a Sherpa blanket, 2 different jackets. You can pick one, 5 pounds of coffee. I'm going to update this video, but you go to thedumbshow.com and you can take a look and find out which jackets they are. Just type in jackets, coffee, and the Sherpa blanket. You'll be entered into the Monday drawing. If we hit 500, we'll give away 1 jacket. We hit 1,000, we give away 2 jackets. We hit 750, we give away 1 jacket and 2 5-pound bags of coffee, which are worth 20-ounce bags of coffee, which are, I don't know, $25-$30. So you break even, you get a nice, beautiful bag of coffee. In it to win it, waiting on you. $25 gets you in.
Yeah, this guy's a winner.
Oh no, we're almost done.
More?
We've got there's more. I told you I'm gonna do it right. You know, we're gonna keep playing it.
Jewish, because you don't like the term anti-Semite, but you're clearly anti-Jewish, anti-Trump, running in Florida as a Republican. It doesn't add up like you really have a chance to win this. Why would you throw yourself into this race with all that against you?
So I don't like racism. I don't like supremacist mindset. And I think that's exactly what you have with Randy Fine. And I am against everything that he stands for. I don't like putting a foreign nation before America. Look, I don't want to be a congressman. I don't want to be in government. I want to be free driving on a beach.
You're running for Congress.
Because nobody's doing it. Our country's being run by pedophiles. Like, nobody's operating the best interests of America. And so if nobody's going to step up and do it, and everybody's frustrated, everybody's like talking about it, but nobody's actually doing anything. So I feel like I'm in a unique position because I have a following and I am not affected by money, and I don't care about being in office. And I think the people that are going to be the best government leaders are the people that don't want to do it but feel obligated to do it, or do it because they want what's best for America. And that's what we need. Everybody else gets into office and says, oh, what can I get from this? How can I get rich? How can I help myself? How can I help my donors? And it should be a selfless act. This should be like, more selfless than joining the military. I mean, because I was in the military for 4 years, and I didn't join the military as a
4 years. Right. So he did 2, did his MOS, did his A school, did his C school, then went through BUDS, then went through his 9 months probation, then got assigned to a team and he got out. Yeah, that's what happened. Fucking U.S. gravy seal.
Hot kettle black.
Dude, anybody that thinks that this guy is tough, it takes more moxie and more strength to be honest. If this guy was all that and a bag of chips, he wouldn't have to lie about how great he is. He's a fucking putz.
Selfless act. I did it because it was my best option. I'm doing this because I want to help the country.
Okay. All right. Well, I've never heard someone announce they're running for Congress and say, I don't want to be a congressman. But you know what? You're like you said, it's going to be a different approach. We will see how it turns out.
Johnson Balls' hero. Another Nazi. Go figure. I guess Nick Fuentes wasn't available. What's up with all these guys in their bad hair? Nick Fuentes and Dan Blitzkrieg and all these guys is hilarious.
That guy's
I love
a
that.
winner.
4 years. I was a SEAL in 4 years. Yeah, sure you were. James C. donated 25. Great show as always. All right, so let's talk about something else that we need to get off of our chests here, because and yes, I there's a couple people like Balls came in. I haven't mentioned this guy in months, and he always comes in. But I just love the fact that every time he comes in, he exposes himself that he hates Jews, and prove it. More proof. Dan Blitzkrieg is your hero. He's your sugar daddy. Here's something else that I got. And I want to be completely transparent about this. In no way, shape, or form do I have any animosity towards the person I was talking about. In fact, I'm going to play you the video. I received an email very late last night, and I want to address it on the show. Now, I've protected the names of the people involved because I think this person used their real name. I don't know who this person is, but I think it is the person I may have mentioned. But I don't know. It's not the same name, so it really doesn't matter. But I said something last night. We were talking about security and top secret clearances and people who, are really fast and loose with information that's classified. And in no way, shape, or form did I say that this person was fast and loose or giving up, top secret information. I said they were saying some things and some programs that you don't necessarily want to open talk about unless you want to get flagged, right? And this was the conversation. This happened, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and Leroy is the one who flagged it out. And I was just there, but it's important to me. And now, for the little narky who's watching in chat, who doesn't speak anymore and kind of collects notes and waits for me to go ahead and say something about somebody, then they text them. I know who you are. I know you still watch the show. And what you do is you try to create conflict. And I'll mention a former viewer or something, and then immediately you run off like a little and you go and tell them, and then they get upset and offended. It would be nice, number one, if you're going to watch the show, try to contribute. Number two, if you're going to watch the show, maybe allow people to go ahead and address things themselves. Because here's the problem. What you did is what you always do, which is you start and you go ahead and leave it for other people to clean up. So I just cleaned it up for you, like I always did, and like I you around all over the internet. I'm going to do it again and clean up for you with mess you're trying to make. And it doesn't matter whether it was my former sponsor. It doesn't matter whether it's viewers who you've ostracized and castigated out. I don't care, because I know you're going to continue to watch the show. But that shows something. If you hate us so much, why watch? Either way.
It's usually when I don't like something, I just walk away.
That's usually what happens. Now, I'm not talking about this person. This person I still have a lot of respect for, and I actually care about. But whatever, they decided to stop watching the show, if it's the same person. So here it is. Last night late, I get off the show, and I get this email. And it says, it's from Michael, and it says, false information. Well, wait a second. John Schweitzer says, if someone calls me a fat Catholic, then what do we do with them? What should happen to them? I don't know. I think it's your own personal opinion what you want to do. You can slap them in the face. You can tell them to shut up. You can ignore them. You can walk away. You could go have a few drinks. You could go to a ball game. You could eat a hot dog. I think that's up to you. But honestly, if somebody calls me fat, or calls me short, or calls me stupid or bald, I really don't care. You say what you want. The moment you start going after my family or friends and putting them in jeopardy, then we have a problem. But yeah, I don't think it's right to call someone a fat Jew. I certainly don't think it's okay to call someone a fat Catholic. I don't think it's okay to call people any derogatory name when it comes to and associating with their personal ideology or their personal opinions or even their non-personal opinions, things that are private. I don't think that's cool. You want to call someone fat? Fine. I've done it. You want to call someone an asshole? Do it. But the moment you start making derogatory comments and directing it towards being Jewish or being Christian or being a Muslim, you're crossing a line and you're going into a personal Rubik's of somebody's makeup, and it's probably going to trigger some pretty nasty repercussions on your part. So, but what should happen to them? Nothing. Nothing should happen. I'll tell you what shouldn't happen. They shouldn't become a U.S. senator. I'll tell you that much. And maybe Randy Fine shouldn't either, but that's not what we're talking about here. You know what? I've got some things to say about Randy Fine too, but what I'm not going to do is ignore Dan Blitzkrigian and his completely, I'm not an anti-Semite, as I tell you, we need to eradicate Jews. It's just crap. Anyway, Michael titles false information, got my attention, and it's to me. And it says, I'm going to need you to retract your statement calling me out by name and accusing me of a federal crime on your live podcast. It can't possibly have any classification. It's been on Wikipedia since 2006. Then the program that was mentioned listed multiple screenshots, which I'm not going to redistribute here, saying, well, this is public information. Right after that, I went ahead and replied, and here's the reply. And once again, transparency, right? Someone says I did something false, I'm going to address it. And it said, I will not be retracting the aforementioned comment for the following reasons. Number one, I did not mention the person's name. I never mentioned the project reference in the email. I did not accuse anyone of a federal crime. I have no idea who you are. Just because a program is referenced online does not make it unclassified. Under Executive Order 13526, information can remain classified if its disclosure could reasonably be expected to cause damage to national security, regardless of whether it has been mentioned publicly. Unauthorized or unofficial disclosures do not change its classification status, and public reference alone does not declassify information. I then say I have included a recording you may be referring to, which does not support your claims. If you believe otherwise, please provide the exact timestamp and statement. Otherwise, your accusation does not reflect what was actually said. Have a good night. All right? So there it is. Here's the video just to show it, and we'll go from here. Why are you sending to me this through Facebook Messenger? Are you on drugs? I can't tell you how many times. Do you remember that one guy that we had here who, Mike Blankman, and he was medevac special forces, and some of the shit that he was saying, and I'm like, Mike, shut up. I mean, we both stopped him and we're like, bro, he started mentioning programs.
Honestly,
and I'm like,
and we have quite a few people who have reached out to me on personal channels, and they'll go ahead and like start either spewing either the conspiracy theory stuff, or they'll mention things like that. And I don't even, I love every one of you guys. I truly do. But I honestly, I just.
Well, this one was mentioned in programs, and you even said, dude, you need to stop talking. That's exact. I don't know if you remember this, but you need to stop talking. So there it is. So once again, did not lie, did not disparage, did not say federal crime, did not mention the program, did not use the person's real name that I know of. And if that is that person's real name, but and I also said I don't know who you are because I don't recognize the name on the email. So I don't know who you are. So there it is. Obviously, they didn't write back. Hopefully, they came to their senses and realized
are armed for
that I was not providing any false information. Paul Rivera donated $26.25. Looking forward to getting my jacket from the last round. This one is for someone else. Good luck, dummies. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. So there it is, folks. Listen, if you accuse me of something, I'm gonna address it publicly. The situation happened on the show. The comment happened on the show. Your email was about the show. I'm going to put it on the show. You should know that, or you should say, please do not put this on the show, and then I'll be acquiesced to your request. Otherwise, we're going to talk about it. And why? Because I don't hide things from people. There's no reason. Here is the Artemis landing. People keep yelling. If you want to watch the Artemis landing, maybe this isn't the show right now to watch. I'm going to play it, but here it is. Maybe. See,
oh, you can't go on.
No, I can. I can.
Oh, can you? Okay.
According to flight dynamics.
Good rates on 2 drogues.
We see the same on board.
How fast is that thing coming in?
Fast.
And it's just falling. There's no control. Scary.
It's got drag chutes.
Passing through 10,000 feet. Still on drogues.
It's going to deploy a bigger chute. These are drag chutes or drogue chutes. It's like Rogue. Now here comes the big.
How fast was it going right there?
Oh, I don't know. Couple hundred.
Main chute deploy.
Now your main chutes, because if you pop the main chutes, they're going to rip. So you want them
We're
to
at 5,000 feet.
Don't freak out. They are going to envelop. They take a little bit to envelop, and they do that so they don't burst and don't rip. So this is a
search and recovery beacon has been activated on integrity.
See, there's your full canopy. Now they're full canopy. There's 3 of them,
and we have 3 good main chutes.
That's perfect. Safe landing. Congratulations.
Good 3 main chutes. Good reefing. Good descent rate.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Good-looking parachutes.
It's great. Beautiful parachutes. Beautiful, beautiful canopies. So they're going to stretch out now. They're going to catch some prevailing winds. They're going to land this thing down. It's going to drop down really nice and easy.
Cabin pressure indicates no need for hydrazine checks.
What is hydrazine
Integrity copies.
Hold on a second. I just want to watch it real quick.
This is a perfect descent for integrity.
This is beautiful.
Its crew sounding hail and hearty on board.
Whoops.
Time to splash down 1 minute, 15 seconds.
I don't know the answer to your question. I'm going to look it up. I'm assuming it has something to do with oxygen pressure in case of getting hot oxygen in the blood and depressurizing.
Gotcha.
Integrity about to complete a journey spanning 694,481 miles from its launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on April 1st, and a trip around the moon.
Nope. It has to do with venting, that there's no fuel or no emissions coming into the cabin, and there's no leaks or anything. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Strobe lights are going on. Those strobe lights are for location because of that. You can see those from 20 miles away.
What are the chutes made of?
A nylon. Yeah, as far as hydrazine,
passing through 1,000 feet.
Oh, good. So yeah, she's moving good. She's drifting a little bit, and that's the way it should be. But those are beacons, strobes, and they also have radar emissions or radio emissions and geolocators, so they know exactly where to go. She's just in complete, beautiful free fall. That is gorgeous. Probably coming in around 25 miles an hour, maybe about that. Probably 20, 25. It'll be a good little splash. It's not going to feel like a hard landing in a plane, basically. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. Look at that. Look at the blue.
Use integrity. Splashdown. Sending post-landing command now.
There it is.
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown. Waiting on VLDR.
Now the only thing we care
Splashdown
about
confirmed
is
at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time.
Now we care about capsule integrity, right? So
Can't imagine how those people feel after being in zero gravity for 10 days.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like to be in gravity. I bet they're going to feel super heavy.
Well, right now we just need to make sure capsule integrity holds. That's what you want, right? You don't want any leakage. You don't want any fuselage, because that's bad.
Where exactly are they?
In the Atlantic, I would assume. Or, yeah, I don't think they're in the Pacific. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question. It's somewhere near Florida, I would assume. Let's listen.
System to maintain that orientation. A perfect bullseye splashdown for integrity and its 4 astronauts.
And some carbon scoring on the outside of that thing.
Whoa.
I can't believe NASA set them up in a freaking microwave dinner. Folks, 301.25. We got to get to 500 to give a jacket away. If you are not involved, get involved. $25 gets you in it to win it. Get up to 2 jackets and pick one of your choosing, whether it's the collegiate jacket or the Dumb Nation jacket. You can get the Sherpa blanket.
The unofficial splash.
You can also get 5 pounds of coffee. Worth $100 of our gourmet amazing coffee. Folks, $25 all it takes, and we will pick one winner, 1 entry per person, Monday drawing. But that entry gets you put into the end of the year drawing. So we do this twice a month. You can get up to 24 entries into the end of your drawing. And this end of your drawing is going to be big. I think it's going to be a flight or something like that with Barry, or coming out to Tonto, or maybe coming out here. I don't know. It's going to be big. You just want to get in it.
Maybe Barry will donate a
yeah,
photo session or something.
Once again, splashdown occurring
People are saying Pacific.
in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego.
All right, so
at
San Diego.
7:07 and 47 seconds p.m.
There we go, San Diego.
Integrity Houston, comm check on VLDR.
Houston, we have you loud and clear on VLDR. How us?
We have you the same. We'll meet you over in post-landing.
Perfect communications established.
A journey.
San
We are
Diego,
stable
cool.
1, 4 green crew members.
Houston copies all.
Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members. That is not their complexion. That is the fact that they're in great condition. That's what that means.
Tom says,
So stable 1, upright. The crew module uprighting system is being deployed. The 5 airbags being inflated through helium to maintain the upright configuration for the vehicle. This was a textbook entry and a textbook touchdown for integrity. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen back on Earth after a journey around the moon.
Sorry, you were going all off, and I didn't want you to
I was
lose
like,
it.
I'm very confused. I don't know.
I just wanted to read the email. That's all. Sorry, I just didn't want you to close the window. I know how hard it is to get the damn windows open. So whole integrity looks good. See those inflatables right there? That's great. Those 4
integrity
little
is
balloons.
back on.
Those 4 balloons, in case she does, unfortunately, the hatch is is probably top hatch. So those 4 inflated balloons will be like buoys, and they will hold the capsule up even if it gets full of water, which is a good thing. Or if it tips over, they'll keep it upright. That's what it's for. Makes sense?
Yeah.
One step closer to a moon base and another step closer to Mars. Historic day.
Donation in. Mel Lowe donated $51.99. Thanks, Mel. $353.24. We love you, sister. Looks like Mel's in it to win it. +1. We love you.
How does that feel, Butch?
Jesse, I couldn't say it any better than you did. Wow. I mean, wow. Put it in perspective.
All right, we'll call it good. I've seen a lot of the older reentries and capsule reentries from the day and old films, so it's not really new. It's cool. It's exciting. I can't believe NASA are still putting them in soda cans. I mean, if it was Elon Musk, it would be like, a flying stiletto of steel and recharged by the sun or something cool. But NASA, whatever, they got to do their thing. So it's cool. It's great. Good. I'm glad we're doing this stuff again. We should continue to do it. Let's move on from here. Liv, you want to put that in?
Yes, give me 1 second. I will. I was looking for something real quick.
So let's go ahead and put that in real quick.
I wanted to just say something about this donation.
Okay.
Thomas Cawthon says, let's see if I can get lucky, and congratulations on your daughter getting married. I actually saw the pictures last night that you posted.
Nobody told me.
He said his daughter was getting married. I forgot to tell you, but he posted last night, and I saw the pictures. Your daughter looked absolutely
congratulations.
beautiful.
That's amazing. I'd love to see the pictures. That'd be nice to see. Maybe there's other people who want to see them. I would love to see them. Oh my gosh.
Your daughter looked beautiful.
Oh my gosh, she looks great. Is that you, Tom? Look at that hair. You know what? I need my
your glass.
I got my contacts in. I can't see shiznit. Oh, much better. Oh, she looks lovely. Lovely. Outstanding. Congratulations, Dad. That's awesome. Good for you. I'll be doing that soon. I think Hayden's going to marry young.
That's what she says. I just said, don't make me a grandma before I'm like 55.
So I got a text message from Damani this morning, and it's not rare. He does it quite often and reaches out and says, whatever. And he reached out and said, congratulations on 400K. He just hit 700K. What's great is that when I first came on, he was at 300. So it's like we've just stayed growing significantly together, which is amazing. He's such a good friend. And he just said, how are you dealing with all this stuff on the right? And so here was his video. I shared it, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, and then I replied to it. Here it is.
It sucks to feel like your team is going to lose, especially when you did everything in your power to try to help them win. But maybe all this quote-unquote infighting going on right now is the exact thing that we need. Maybe this is the return to individualism that we finally need. Remember back in 2016, it was all about, oh, you only watch Fox News, or oh, you only watch CNN. Now there's so many different factions who are like, oh, well, I'm on Team Candace, I'm on Team Tucker, I'm on Team Trump, I'm on Team this, I'm on Team that. I thought we were all supposed to be on Team America. Now, are there some things that Trump does that you could argue are not in America's best interests? Absolutely. And the beautiful thing about being on the right is that we actually feel bold enough to call our elected officials out and demand better. Many on the left, we know, do not do this. But the fact of the matter is now we've got people who are wringing their hands or saying they're done with the process altogether. And I understand that level of frustration. I truly do. But what I will tell you is this. There has never been a better time to return to individualism and stop caring what influencers might think. Myself included. You might not agree with me all the time, and that's okay. I wouldn't want you to, because the minute you start trying to have someone else say everything that you want them to say, then you shrug off your own responsibility to be an individual yourself. And I think that we need to return to more of that. So yes, we're seeing all of this infighting right now, and it feels like the sky is falling. But if anything, this should encourage you to do more of your own due diligence, to stop looking to an influencer, this person or that person to save you. Focus on what's most important to you in your own state, in your own city, because ultimately that is going to be what dictates your quality of life or not. So those are my thoughts. Yeah, I know it feels like the sky is falling. Who knows if we still have time to actually correct course before the midterms, but that's going to be wholly dependent on us taking our own agency back and not letting other individuals steer our emotions. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully you agree. Even if you don't, let me know in the comment section down below. We will get through this together for better or for worse, but ultimately we should all be on Team America.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, good video. Damani always puts it so well. And here's the reply that we did. Go ahead. 40324. We're $97 away from giving away our first jacket. Debbie Boggs donated $25. A tisket, a tasket. This is for a jacket. Can you sing it? A tisket, a tasket. This is for a jacket.
That's the wrong tune.
I don't know what it is.
A tisket, a tasket. Blah, 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 blah. It's a nursery
What
rhyme.
song is that?
It's a nursery rhyme.
Sounds like ashes,
I don't
ashes,
remember
all
the whole.
fall.
Yeah, I don't remember the whole thing.
Dun, dun, dun. What the? Let's do it again.
I think it's a tisket, a tasket. I don't know I just know the first
Yeah,
part.
that's why I don't know it. It's stupid.
I sing way too many nursery rhymes throughout the day.
You're beautiful. So it sounds like
jumbled.
ashes all fall down to me.
It does, but did you know that?
Yes,
multiple
yes, I do.
nursery rhymes
Yes,
share the same tune.
yes. That Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is also what?
ABC.
ABC
and Baba Black Sheep.
And Baba Black Sheep. Okay.
There's a couple more too.
All right. Here's a reply. Hey, good morning. I received a text from Damani Felder this morning, and I was working out, and I stopped and replied to him, and he just asked me a question. He said, hey, congrats on 400K, but I was just wondering, how are you handling all this stuff on the right and this infighting? And I shared one of his videos, and it was really eye-opening for me to see that he's going through some of the same things that I am. And I really kind of feel like when it comes to the right and it comes to the influencers in particular, and we're talking about Candace and Tucker and the Hodge twins and Megyn Kelly and now Benny Johnson and this infighting, Alex Jones and Steve Bannon. And I kind of feel like a kid watching his parents. And there was a lot of love in the beginning of the relationship and nurturing. And, you know, you went to the park and you went on walks and you got ice cream. And then you grew up a little bit and money became a big part of the picture. And the relationship didn't have the fire that it once had. And they started to argue and they started to fight. And the attention stopped being focused on you. And it really started directing towards each other. And that attention was negative at best. The laughter stopped. The fun stopped. The celebration stopped. The anticipation of the future stopped. And really, you were left with this vitriolic negativity that just kind of made the entire process toxic. And some of you may not experience that. Some of you, most of you, probably know what I'm talking about. And I feel like we're the children. The interesting thing about this is that if you look at this from a structure of family, the legacy media had really monopolized that relationship, almost like the grandparents, right? The amount of money coming into the media, we're talking billions and billions of dollars a year.
Victim of Jeffrey Epstein.
Went into this 50-50 marketing program where certain vendors would go to Fox News and other vendors would go to CNN and others would go to MSNBC. And there was this fight for market share. And it was who could create the fastest broadband, who could get HBO and Cinemax, who could offer ESPN for the cheapest. That way more advertisers would flock to us and go ahead and spend their money with our network. And they realized that this 1 to 2 to 3% push and pull of sharing market share was really ill-effective for developing strong revenue forecasts for where they wanted to be. And what they realized is if they could just go ahead and hold on to those customers, hold on to that 50%, and really stop the spend against their competitors and just keep the ones that they had, but grandfather them into more and more product with great deals, they could focus less on the push and pull of market share. When radio fell out, TV became the option. Cable, broadcasting, Fox News, ABC, CBS, NBC lost their power of advertising, and it really became to the 24-hour news segments is where you made the money. And we're seeing another shift. The grandma and grandpa of advertising has really left the media and the legacy media and moved on to the social media influencer. And you have to ask yourself the question, if the money is still there and the advertisers are still there, then where are they spending their money now? And they're not spending it with the legacy media. They're not spending it with the big conglomerates. They're giving it to social media influencers. And the social media influencers are now struggling to fight for that market share. Every single click, every single person like you and me who watch it. This will be a generational struggle. I think you'll have social media influencers recreate themselves from the listenership. Because who's better than us? Who's better than you? The people who take all of this in and have watched it from afar and seen it and learned from the legacy media, learned from the social media influencers, learned from the Conservative Inc., learned from the Blue Anon groups, and watched and seen all of this and taken this in. You get a chance to stand up and rise up and do it differently. And isn't that the goal of every kid, is to do it better than their parents? Do it better than me. Do it better than Damani. Because in the end, we're looking for the same answers you are. I just hope we don't get eaten up by the same machine that the ones we looked up to have done. Thanks. So a little bit of perspective, something we talk about obviously pretty much every night, and try to explain that just because they're a podcaster doesn't give them any type of authority over you as a person. This was sent to me. I'm supposed to go to, and Olivia, you too, are supposed to go to minutes 14:16, I believe, and watch this from Tim Pool last night.
Okay.
And I don't think I can take it if he mentions us, which I don't think he will. Call it out, baby. All of you.
This one is Tamar Bush. In it. Yes, ma'am, you are.
In it to win it.
In it to win it.
Thank you, Tamar. Appreciate it. 428, folks, about $75 away. Let's watch this real quick, Livy, and see what Mr. Poole has to say. Here it is.
Look, Trump's base is cooked. When he says that CNN got 100% approval, listen, if like, how many people in here like pineapple on pizza? Let's just try this. You do? One? No? So there's two people who do. Here's what I'm going to do. Anyone who doesn't get the F out of my room, then I'm going to run a poll. 100% of people at Timcast support pineapple on pizza. That's the point.
That's how
when prominent personalities who were MAGA leave, then you poll everybody and you're like, are you MAGA? And then all the Alex Jones people are like, no. They're like, okay, you don't count. And then the only people left say yes. The poll question is basically, are you a Trump supporter? Yes. My second question is, are you a Trump supporter? So that I got to be honest, my conspiracy theory on this one, I always love this fake conspiracy theory that I bring up for everybody who does something like this. Like I was saying last week that Hassan Piker is actually a super based capitalist, but he knows that there's got to be a Pied Piper that leads the commies to their own destruction because he comes off as so stupid. You know what I mean? So
I know Tim gets a bad rap sometimes, but I do like Tim's humor. He's very dry, and I get his humor very much. I think everyone is successful until the populace decides you're no longer going to be popular, right? And I think that sucks. And I don't understand why people can't just rise and stay on top and do well. But that's just, the Lord giveth and the American populace takes away, I guess.
I saw Sherry Starr's comment. She goes about the Tisket to Tasket. She's like, a nanny should know that song. I know the newer ones.
Matt, I may be just one person checking out from an influencer, but we all add up when we leave. Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean, and you can only be responsible for your own self, right? Listen, there's people who leave my show and think that I'm the devil. They think I'm a horrible person and I'm evil and, whatever. That's fine, Come make that argument. But well, whatever. And then there's people who also think that and can't stop watching. And it's some of my biggest fans are the people who hate me the most. And I love them. I love them.
Same with Howard Stern.
I love them as much as I love the most loyal fans, because without you, who needs enemas? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So here's, whose birthday is it?
No one's.
Then why did someone say happy birthday?
I don't know.
Debbie Hensley, aka Feet Picks, donated $25. Thank you. In it to win it. No feet picks. $50 more to get jacket. Joanne Collins, whose birthday is it?
Yeah, I don't have Facebook chat, so I can't see. So we got
that doesn't make any sense. Today is my granddaughter's birthday. Loretta's granddaughters. Happy birthday, Loretta's granddaughters. I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Loretta. I didn't see it. I don't know what to tell you because I've got it. Why don't you have it? Is this happening to everybody?
I don't know. It could be just me. But remember, I've been having problems for a week, and I know a few people last week were having issues where Facebook chat wouldn't load, but it won't load for
we'll try to
anything.
We'll try to figure it out. Yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe let's this weekend. Let's just get in here and try to figure it out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Moving on. So here's the thing that he was talking about, okay, which you guys saw the text message. This is where Donald Trump just went off on Alex Jones, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson. He scorched earth. Like he went off. And here is Crowder talking about it. And I always try to check in with Crowder because I like him. Here he is.
Are you comfortable with that kind of language from the President of the United States, from the guy sitting in the Oval Office, publicly?
Well, which part of it? Which part of it? If we're talking naughty words, I don't care. I didn't elect Donald Trump because I thought he was a pastor. I didn't vote for him because I think even necessarily that he's a devout Christian. I thought it was trolling. I actually laughed pretty hard at the praise be to Allah. I do think it was ill-advised to say whole civilization. And the reason why is because you see a lot of people, and this is, again, about applying it equally. Donald Trump has done a pretty good job, and certainly Marco Rubio, in delineating between the Iranian people and the regime.
This is another video. Sorry, we're going to skip this one. This is a couple days old, and obviously I forgot to download it. But Crowder basically says what I say, which is these people deserve it. And they loved him when they were making money off of him, and now they're making money going against him. And they've chosen a side. They're betting that we're going to lose the midterms, that Donald Trump's going to get impeached, and they can sit here and say, we told you so. He deserved it. We told him all along. He didn't listen to us. We were the reason he got elected. And they're going to make the story about them versus make it about Donald Trump and the Democrats. This is what they're going to do. They're grifters. I explained it. Ben Shapiro comes in here with a freaking blowtorch. Listen to Ben. I haven't heard Ben do this in a while. God, I hope he's get lights of fire under his ass. Like open up the floodgates, Ben. Okay, let's forget about Israel for a bit and let's focus on what's happening in the United States. We need a Charlie Kirk. What are you doing? Where are you? If there was anybody who could kind of help and lead us back to the promised land of Ben Shapiro in 2016 and 2020, when everyone followed him, when you were wrong about COVID, when you were wrong about Russian collusion, okay? You were wrong about Donald Trump. You made mistakes. You were able to admit it. Admit this one. Listen, I'm focused too much on Israel. I'm not focused enough on American politics. I own it. That stops today. But this is a good start. Here it is.
Meanwhile, Marjorie Taylor Greene, again, the strange new respect being afforded to these people is truly incredible. Marjorie Taylor Greene is an idiot. She's been an idiot for years. Everyone knows that Marjorie Taylor Greene is an idiot. From the time she was tweeting about the Jewish space lasers through her inability to distinguish the Gestapo from gazpacho, Marjorie Taylor Greene is one of the dumbest people in American politics. And she has been, again, for years. The great tragedy is that President Trump didn't defenestrate her earlier, and that he was hanging around with her. Marjorie Taylor Greene, unsurprisingly, since she has left Congress because she was not going to win her seat again, she now says that Christians must speak out against Trump because Trump is busy, taking out an Islamist dictatorship.
And I really have to call out the speaker, Mike Johnson, who calls himself a Christian. I don't know how he can stand by those words. That's what was so offensive to me. Any Christian serving in Congress or serving in the Senate.
Dude, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but now that I've seen it, I can't unsee this. I will show you. Just listen, and then we'll go back.
Serving in the administration really needs to take pause and ask themselves, as a Christian, do you really support the president calling for the annihilation, calling to wipe out an entire civilization of people? And I don't think you should, because that's not what Jesus said, and that's not what Christianity is all about. And so I think that, I'm probably one of the few. It was me, Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, and a few others that are willing to call it out and speak out against this because we're willing to be honest.
CNN is so excited for Marjorie Taylor Greene being there. And, again, I will let Christians speak to her take on Christianity. I will say that from all the Christians that I know, and I know an awful lot of Christians, that is a deeply flawed take. I also do have questions about Marjorie Taylor Greene as Christian icon. Daily Mail, February 11th, 2021. Controversial conspiracy congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene cheated on her husband with a polyamorous tantric sex guru, DailyMail.com has learned. Then after ending her affair with him, the mom of three moved on to a gym manager behind her husband's back. Well, she didn't just say that. She also said that the Republican Party should be ended. Again, if you think that these people are standing up for the greatness of America by saying the Republican Party ought to be, they want to hand it to the Democrats. Does that sound like America first to you?
And I really have to call out.
Here's my thing. Ready, Liv?
Yes.
Watch, guys. You'll never unsee this. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a direct descendant of George Washington. She looks like she's turning into a man, baby. Is she tranny? Like, is she transitioning? She looks like George Washington's direct descendant. Look at her. I swear to God. Or looks like the Khan from Star Trek.
Well, the apple fell far away from the tree on that one.
Oh, Liv. Merry Christmas. Apple.
I know.
Wasn't it a cherry tree?
I don't know.
Should have said the cherry tree. The cherry didn't fall far from the tree on that one. Yeah, that would have been funnier. You know what? I'm taking away your drum. It's being stolen back. It was pretty good though. She looks just like George Washington. Just saying. A little humor on Iran. This is always good. Enjoy this. The Babylon Bee.
All right, let's get right to the point. We destroyed your Air Force. We sank your Navy to the bottom of the ocean. We destroyed all.
This video is about negotiating with what's remaining of Iran. By the way, we're at 453.24. We need to hit 500 to win a jacket tonight. 750 to win jacket and 2 bags of coffee. 1,000 to hit 2 jackets and 2 bags of coffee. Deirdre, wishing everyone a wonderful spring weekend. We love you, Deirdre. Happy spring weekend to you. And $25. We hope you have a great one. Here's the rest of this video. It's actually really funny. Watch this.
All your nuclear facilities, your missiles, your drones are dwindling every day. You need to come to this table and surrender.
No. I think we're doing pretty well. We got you on the ropes.
What?
Well, we sank all of your aircraft carriers.
No, you didn't.
Pretty sure we did. I saw it on CNN.
On CNN?
Your cities and your bases are all rubble after our hypersonic long-range missiles that we claimed that we weren't working on have hit you with 100% effectiveness.
Let me guess. You saw that on CNN also?
Okay, but we almost did hit that F-35 that one time. Okay, we have a weapon that you don't know about. It's called a Death Star.
That's just Star Wars.
Well, we have the Strait of Hormuz. We can't open that because of all the sandworms.
That's just Dune.
We have the Muad'Dib.
That's also Dune.
You see right through me and my literary and pop culture references, okay? But let's talk, okay? Let's talk now. It's time for us. But we have several demands.
You're in no position to make any demands. You have to surrender to us unconditionally.
We demand that you surrender unconditionally.
Absolutely not.
Well, how about you send us a couple of planes filled with pallets of cash again, huh?
We don't really go in for that anymore.
How about we leave you alone, but we can destroy the Zionist regime?
No, that just puts us right back where we started.
We want the moon. All of it.
No.
Man, negotiating is pretty hard. Death to America?
You know what? Let's just turn Tehran into glass. How does that sound?
Okay. Don't do that. You gotta give me something here. How about we take California and Minnesota off your hands?
Actually, that's kind of tempting. I'm just not in a position. I don't have the authority to just hand over an American state to you, no matter how much the Democrats have ruined it.
We want all the ET cartridges from the Atari 2600 that you put in American landfills. I never got to play it, and I love ET!
Deal.
Really? We have a deal!
We have a deal.
We have a deal!
What did he want?
I don't know. Something about ET. I don't know. I didn't watch the ending, and that's fine. Matt, what is your take on Georgia now supporting Iran? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on that. That's crazy. Russian influence, most assuredly. Anonymous donated $25 for someone who needs an entry. Thank you. I know who you are. You're amazing. 503, we will be doing a jacket. That's it. Now we're going for coffee. $250 more, and we get 2 bags of coffee. And if we can hit 1,000, we get 2 jackets and 2 bags of coffee. Keep going. We're doing great. Keep it up. In it to win it. Here is, Kamala. Word salad is back, Liv.
Is this the one that I downloaded tonight?
Yeah, I think this is Kamala collusion, and then there's the Kamala cringe, the Trump one. Here is Kamala collusion. It's so good to have her back. Listen to this. This was her on Russian collusion.
Let's back up and realize what happened. A historic adversary, Russia, trying to figure out how can I take away some of the
Justin, if you're getting butt kicked, all you gotta do is just tell Olivia and she'll get you in. Okay? I think Fisher needs an entry.
I'll put it.
Okay. Who is that?
I think it's E.
Let's make sure. Yep, it's password. Okay,
Yep.
Good. Here we go.
Strength of that place called the United States of America. Well, one of the
Ash, go get E. Go get him. Go get Ethan. Good girl. Go get him.
strengths that they've got.
All right, you got to hear this, Liv.
And let's back up and realize what happened. A historic adversary, Russia, trying to figure out how can I take away some of the strength of that place called the United States of America. Well, one of the strengths that they've got, and it's intangible almost, you can't really touch it, but it's strong. When they walk in the room, it's their strength, is that they are a democracy. What? Imperfect though we may be, right? Flawed though we may be, it's part of our strength. How can we nip at that? Well, one of the greatest pillars of a democracy, especially ours, free and open elections. We are very proud of the fact we've not had any.
Darla, we've talked about this. Don't wish you can enter. Just tell Olivia you want to enter. It's really simple. No need. Just say, I need an entry. That's it. If you need an entry, say it. It's okay. All you got to do is call it out. She said, Liberty Twitcher says she seems drunk. Dude, I think you're my only follow. You're my third follow on Twitch, bro. Good to have you here. It's hilarious. Like, I can't grow on Twitch. They like shadow banned me like in day 3. And we had a really good following. And then they just were like, nope, we're not going to let you do it. So welcome, man. Here we go. Here's she's drunk.
Revolutions in recent history. It is through a peaceful transition of power through elections. Our election system, imperfect and flawed though it may be. So they decide to go at that.
Did she just admit
well,
that
let's
our
get the American people
flawed?
going at
Did she just say, okay,
each other to create division and a lack of confidence in this process? And they test out a bunch of subjects. And interestingly enough, the subject that gained the most amount of heat was race.
What the f is she talking about?
And they had people going at each other.
Well, that
this
was
is
some
all in
weird
the,
shit.
you know, you read the reports and you will see that this is what happened.
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy.
So, but the fact is Russia interfered.
Wow, you sure laid that out. I didn't. Yeah, wow. Thanks.
I feel
dumber,
stupider for watching that. A few of my brain cells died trying to figure out what she was saying.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I can't. I cannot say one single thing she said from that video.
Do not come.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Do
you
not
know what?
come.
Would have been better if it was a Venn diagram.
I need to load it.
She needs to say Venn diagram, damn it.
If you think that was good, she does a Donald Trump impersonation. Oh my God. Like, it doesn't get worse than this. Put that in there.
Really?
$25 in it to win it. Mr. Hollanday is $5.28.24. If I win, I will eat an entire pizza with only pineapple on it. Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. If you want to win, I'm the one that controls the wheel. You should say I'm going to eat an entire pizza without pineapple on it. That.
He knows that I really run the place. So he's gonna
Oh, yeah, okay. Here is Kamala Harris with her Trump impersonation. Folks, real quick, we haven't said it in a bit. You can enter to win it. $25 donation, enter to win, and you can get yourself a Dumb Nation Sherpa blanket. We have 2 jackets to choose from, the Collegiate and the Dumb Nation. Both are completely stitched and all threads. They are beautiful. They are amazing. Columbia, they're not cheap. We don't do cheap shit here. It'll get you entered into our Monday drawing and also the end of the year drawing. We will draw it on Monday. 1 entry per $25. And if you want to help somebody else out, you can just say that, and we'll attach that $25. Folks, we don't sell cheap shit here. The Sherpa blanket is a Sherpa blanket, and it is a great blanket, and people love it. The jackets are Columbia. We don't do tchotchke stuff here. People will tell you the clothes that we sell, the coffee that we sell, everything is amazing. You can go to thedumbshow.com. Use code DUMB10 to save 10% on everything but coffee. Because coffee, we've got it as low as it can go. But go over to thedumbshow.com. There's great shirts over there. People ask all the time, Matt, where'd you get the shirt? Where do you think we got the shirt? We got the look at Make Women Female again. You go buy it. That shirt's like 5 years old.
My favorite shirt.
We sell good stuff.
Debbie just said the Des Moines public school superintendent was arrested by because he was an illegal. Oh my God.
What an idiot. Kamala, listen to this is bad.
Well, he's pulled back because, you know, the way that he's thinking of foreign policy, it seems, is when he talks about America first, it's to withdraw from these relationships and these connections. And then he kind of acts like a mob boss. So then he's kind of like, well, you know, you take Eastern Europe and I'll take the Western Hemisphere. And then you over there, you get Asia. And we'll just divide it up. Right?
Is she stoned or
I think she took a couple of gummies before.
This is a Trump impersonation, mind you, she's trying to do.
Instead of understanding historically, America,
she sounds like Dolomite,
has always been about our global leadership, imperfect though we have been.
Oh my God. How many times are you going to trash on the United States? Why do you have to make a declaration? America's the greatest country in the world, as bad as it is. What? Why? I mean, you're just undercutting your comment. What a douche nozzle. Can't stand her.
She is.
Hey, Canadians are nuts. What the hell's going on in Canada? Hey, by the way, the Colorado Avalanche won the President's Trophy. Let the second season begin. Did you get Darla for her entry?
Yes, I did. Good.
Here are Canadian nutters. This shit's weird, folks. This is weird.
When the budget was released, I was shocked to find out that Prime Minister Carney is cutting $7 billion between Indigenous Services Canada and Crown Indigenous Relations. They provided $0 to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+. This is abhorrent. This is callous. This is callous because the very Liberal government that has stripped organizations of life-sustaining funding.
What?
We will not let fear win. A world without trans people has never existed. A world without drag has never existed, and it never will. Queer people have always been here amongst us. They are our coworkers. They are our brothers, our sisters. They are our mothers, our fathers. They are our families. Drag is art. Drag is culture. Drag is educational. Drag is creative. Drag is comedy, but drag is not a crime. My name is Scarlett Bobo, and thank you so much for your time.
Wow.
How dare Carney strip the budget from the ABCD, EFG, HIJK, LMNO, PQ, RST, UV, W, X, Y, and Z coalition? How dare he?
If this keeps up, the alphabet is
1,
going to
2, 3,
be
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Could add that in there too.
The
Plus.
alphabet is going to be endangered if we're not careful. Sounds like it's going to be extinct soon if we're not careful. I still want to know what the plus stands for.
Exactly.
Pedos.
Plus stands for the next letter because they forgot it. So
no,
they're
so
add
plus
it.
includes everybody. So why the fuck do we even have it? What? Why don't you just say plus? Oh God! Oh shit! Of course it is. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Oh
All right,
God!
Mel.
Here we
explain your
here
country men.
Here we go.
Or women or country its, whatever they are.
Here we go.
I'm just calling country its.
All right, Mel, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, you knew I was going to call on this one.
Yeah, you think?
Yes. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with Canada, Mel?
What the fuck's wrong with this country?
Yeah.
Besides not being able to win a cup.
For one thing, but
easy.
Well, that has nothing really to do with.
No, it doesn't have anything. Why are you so? Don't talk shit during hockey season. Seriously, go ahead, Mel. We're listening.
I know, but this new addition of 4 new letters to the alphabet soup of the bullshit.
Yeah.
By another indigenous person in this country is saying that their funding is being cut off because it's just tragic. Their own people are killing their own people. Like this missing women, like Bob, whatever it is. They kill more of their own than anybody else does. Yeah, there's some white guys that have had some issues with and have done things with indigenous hookers that have been on the streets and blah, whatever. It's not a mass.
Can you call them indigenous hookers?
Mass.
Can't you? Don't you call them?
No mass.
Hold on.
Executions.
Mel? Can you call them indigenous hookers? Isn't that insensitive? Shouldn't you call them native horizontal refreshment?
Well, no, I have to call them indigenous hookers.
Okay, all right. Indigenous hookers. Go ahead. Move on.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Because they just passed a new law in Canada that we can't have hate speech. So anything that we type or whatever is now hate speech. So if you don't like it, you're going to get arrested and go to jail. And we're like, seriously? Like, this country is in so much of a toilet right now.
Yeah.
And now that we have all these bench crossers, which is raising the ire of normal people in this country, going, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
we're
crazy.
Like, we have no chance because this WF guy who's pushing an agenda is getting people to cross because he's buying them off. And we have no recourse in this country.
So
zero.
So do people? No, we got to keep it going. Do these people actually agree with this in your country? I mean, is it just certain provinces?
No.
Okay.
No.
Does Toronto and Quebec agree with this shit, and Montreal?
No. Well, Toronto doesn't, and Montreal just fought back and passed a law going, there's no more prayer rugs in the middle of the roads, and you need to go back to your space if you want to pray and do your whatever.
Yeah.
Quebec just came out and railed, which is awesome because they still have power, which the rest of us Canadians don't, but it's still allowed in Toronto and Ottawa and Vancouver and all these. Oh, we have to love everybody. Like, no, and they're going to get their ass kicked eventually. But with all these 4 crossers going from the Conservative Party in our country to the Communist Liberal Party of this country,
yeah,
this is not good because they're giving them a mandate without being elected. So, and we have no recourse. We have zero recourse. And you can't believe how many Canadians, because we're like, we don't, our hair's on fire. We don't know what to do anymore because this guy they've changed the rules. They've made now memes and whatever you put on, whether the police can come to your door, like in Britain, and arrest you and all this other shit. And they're just going to keep pushing it. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is just such a horrible time to be in this country because we have no recourse on our electoral system.
All right. Well,
that 90% of the Canadians, we can't do it. We can't do it.
Well, yeah, I'll just tell you, it's a bunch of tomfoolery. And like this thing can't get much longer. Like I said on the post today, I think I know my VIN number more accurately than I do this stupid new shit that they're coming up with. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but it was a pie, because that's what a lot of us on the West, like whatever we call the indigenous people, call them pies.
I thought that was
they
two
just
spirit.
added it to it, going,
wasn't that two?
No, like we're done.
Then what the fuck is two
we're
spirit?
So done.
If
We've given you billions and billions of dollars to fix your stuff, and your people are stealing it from you. You're killing your own people, but they still want more.
When are you guys going to secede?
They want it all.
When are you guys going to
They're
secede?
taking our land.
When are you going to secede and join the United States?
Secede. Oh, Alberta's trying.
God, I wish you would. That'd be amazing.
Oh, I know. But all these indigenous tribes are now they're pushing all these land claims, and they want whatever. And two of them have just gone through on the West Coast where I live.
Yep.
And it's just absolutely tragic, because I don't know now at this point. Well, because I fall under the Cowichan tribe on the West Coast, and the map is now grow like whatever, that they can take my land. But now they're going, well, no, we don't, whatever. It's just bullshit. Like there's so much.
Just
it's so out of control here. It's just unbelievable. Like nobody can gain any concept. This would never happen in the United States, because the indigenous population doesn't have these same this weird. Well, we're entitled to.
Well, that's because we stuck them in casinos and got them drunk on firewater and keep them distracted, so they can't do this type of shit.
Oh no, because some of them have now become very educated, but they're still. I was just kidding.
Rough. It was just a joke. It was a joke. I love you, Mel. Can you do me a favor? Keep me in contact. You can always move here. Remember, we've made the offer.
I know, but I can't bring my horses and my animals and whatever, and I'm kind of stuck right now.
Just let the engines take them.
It is what it is.
Just let the engines take them. They like horses.
No, wouldn't give my horses to the engines.
Maybe you could trade them some beaver pelts or some fire water or something. I don't
know. No, because these guys they want something, but they don't know. They want something, but they don't know how to, whatever. Like I said 400 years ago when I was a young kid in the voting system, with all this native stuff going on back in the day. Like this is like 50 years ago, going, fine, if you think you can run this better and you want all your land back, fine, I'll take, because the deal was every day, like whatever, we get 10 acres and a car and a truck and a tractor and a skidoo and an ATV, and it was given to them, and a house.
All right.
I said, I'll take that and not pay any taxes.
We
can switch it. You guys can run the government.
You're not going
to just give me my 10 acres, my car, my truck, and my house and whatever. I'll be happier than a pig of shit.
Yeah, but you're not going to get that.
I've said this for 50 years, and so have all the rest of us in this country. Because these people, they just want more money.
I know.
For what? We don't know. There's no end game to this end game.
All right. I hear the frustration. I got to move on. No, I got to move on.
Oh, yeah.
We've given 20 minutes to the transgenders, and now we're talking about Native Americans. I love you. You're the best. Mel gives it. You give us the best. Don't be sorry. We want to hear it. We want to hear. We just can't. We can't do a whole show on it. We've got 15 minutes. I love you.
No, but Canadian citizens in the majority, other than for Toronto, Ottawa, Vancouver, are pissed. So yeah.
Good. Well, then do something about it. Stop voting for the fucking progressives. I got to go. I love you.
Love you, Mel.
Love you.
Love you. Bye. So listen, same thing here in the United States. Liv, do the jacket thing. I've said it too many times. Just tell people. Tell them all what it is.
$25 get you in it to win it. You can get the collegiate jacket, which I designed. You can get Sherpa blanket. You can get our original Dumb Nation jacket right there. We are at $500, so we are going to give away one jacket. We'll draw it on Monday. If we get to $750, we'll give away 2 12-ounce bags of coffee. If we get to $1,000, we'll include another jacket and 2 more bags of coffee. So
there it is.
There it is. $25 get you in it to win it.
I think it's tight right now for everybody. Everybody's tight. Income tax is coming up. Our accountant called us today. Mel's getting taxed. Everyone's getting taxed. Everyone knows. So we understand. We're trying to, just get by, get through this month. March or April's always tough during tax season. And then once people find out what they're getting back, then life gets a little bit better. But let's just keep going. We're doing fine. We hit goal. If we go further, great. If we don't, it's totally fine. If you need an entry, let us know. We have a couple tonight.
Yes.
But yep, get in it to win it for $25. Not a bad deal. Melania Trump, First Lady Melania Trump came out last night, and the rumor is that this was not. Can I say something?
Yes.
Somebody was upset that you were playing with the pink squishy ball.
Oh gosh.
Get a life, okay? If you're distracted by a squishy ball, then I don't know what to tell you. This show isn't for you because we let cats come in here. We go off on tangents. You have
Is it a male or a female?
I don't care. I already told them to piss off.
I'm not saying.
Melania Trump came out last night and addressed some of the comments about the Epstein file, and this was, Donald Trump said that he did not know about this in any way, shape, or form, and she called a press conference, and it looks like she was in fuego. Just listen as we're playing the whole thing. Watch this.
Here's the First Lady, Melania Trump.
And Mel, we love you. And we want, it's frustrating. It's hard right now. Mel has been going through it, and we talk offline all the time, so we know what's going on. And it's frustrating that she has to live in that place and see it go to shit. And I hope she finds a way out. I hope that they can get rid of Carney and get somebody in there who's actually going to straighten it up. Here is Melania Trump, First Lady Melania Trump.
With the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins, UK. Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
Turned her back, walked away, said enough's enough. This is interesting. This just came up too. We're going to just play these back to back and then we can have some conversations about it. I want to get your thoughts too. I have not watched this. This just dropped. Looks like Erica Kirk had some things to say. And the wife of Charlie Kirk, who obviously was assassinated, listen to this. I have no idea what it is. I do love the hat, though. Very, very cool. Here it is.
But it's freeing.
It is freeing.
It is freeing when you can say, I pray for them, even though they hate me. I pray for them. Because it frees you from, like you said, Pastor James, that poison.
That's right.
And it frees you from that hold that they could have on your heart because you won't let them break you.
That's
you won't let the world break you.
Right. That's right.
And it's even personal for me. I have two children to raise. I have an organization to run. I have students counting on me to show up. And that is where my energy goes.
That's right.
Every single day, that's where my energy goes. And, you know, and Pastor James, you know this too, at a micro level, you know, we see it. We live in an attention economy where it's designed to keep people angry and it's designed to keep people divided and continuing to scroll and to get their clicks. And a solved problem on the internet or wherever does not drive engagement. And a resolved grievance does not generate clicks.
Amen.
So some people, you know, have made a very deliberate choice to live their life that way.
Yep.
And you, Pastor James, and all the other people that are inside of Bible and 365, that is their business. That's not ours. Our business is of the Lord. And every single day, no matter how much you talk about us, that's your business. Our business is the Lord's, and we will just pray for them and keep moving and keep building. That
Best
is our
thing
business.
she said
our
since
business
he died.
Is kingdom business.
Best thing she said, and honestly, the most authentic thing. That is how she needs to respond. Like I said, remember, enough of the acting, enough of the drama. Just spit facts. Just Do what your husband did. And I love that because that is a healed version of Erica. She loves Charlie. She'll love him for the rest of her life. She'll think about him every single day. But you know what? Enough of them letting them drag her through the mud, and it's time to get vicious. It's time. And what I mean by vicious isn't cussing, isn't screaming, isn't yelling, isn't threatening him, isn't doing what I said that I wanted to do to Dan Blitzkrieg. It's using your dedication and your faith and your love and devotion to God and taking and showing what the higher moral ground looks like. And yes, there is something called moral ground. God forbid that we actually hold ourselves to a higher standard. Your thoughts on both of these?
I love Melania Trump.
Me too.
She's timeless. She's beautiful.
She is. She's amazing.
And
she is.
Good for her for doing that.
Yeah.
And she has never really taken any shit from the media. She always, and she's honestly one of the most private first ladies we've had. Yep. Most first ladies are out there and constantly in the public eye. She's doing what she needs to do as a first lady behind the scenes without the media attention. And I think that's great. And she's making an impact without needing to make a name for herself.
Correct.
Unlike some other first ladies, Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
But
Mike. Big Mike.
And then, Erica Kirk. I had no idea that was even Erica Kirk until you said it was. Didn't even recognize
Isn't that great?
her.
Isn't that great? She finally is getting there.
Yeah. I mean, and I can understand. She had to be strong and she had to, she honestly, if you ask her, she probably doesn't even remember that first few weeks. It was probably
no way.
Blur.
No way.
She was probably just in shock and numb from everything, that she was just going through the motions and she had no idea.
Can I tell you what I think? I think she's getting ready for the trial. I think it's getting close and I think she's ready. And I think she knows she has to be incredibly strong during this. I think she'll testify. I think she will be there every day. And I think she is going to be like, there is a metamorphosis taking place with her and a chrysalis, if you will. And I think she's going to emerge stronger than ever. And the fact that she's in, braids and a hat and a sweater and doesn't give a shit and is just spitting facts, that's a person who can take down Candace. Mm-hmm. And I think she was vulnerable. I think she was weak, and God knows she had every reason to feel that way. But this stronger, tougher, sinew, scar tissue, and God, she has her armor on. Yeah, this is the Erica Kirk that I think will take down the Black Pillars, and I hope she does.
Where's the trial? Is it in Utah?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
it's gonna be in Utah for sure. Here's Megyn Kelly's backpedal. I love it. Perfect timing. Screw you, Megyn.
Well, now we're seeing the note, and the note allegedly reads, or according to the affidavits.
Here's Tyler Robinson's note to his jilted trans lover, admitting, "Oh, Ash, leave her alone. Come on. It's not, come on. You weren't even sleeping there. You were in the other room. Just leave her alone. Just lay on her." All right, here it is.
As reported by Post Millennial, quote, Luna, again, that's from Robinson to Lance Twiggs. "If you are reading this per my text, then I am so sorry. I left the house this morning on a mission and set an auto text. I am likely dead or facing a lengthy prison sentence. I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I took it.
You can't even say
I
his
don't know
name.
if I will.
I thought he was your bestest friend in the world, and you just called him Charlie Cook. Nice job, Megyn. Nice job. Eat a frickin' hamburger.
Or have succeeded, but I had hoped to make it home to you. I wish we could have lived in a world where this didn't..."
I'm surprised Megan's not crying. This is so touching. The love. Oh.
"Not feel necessary. I wish I could have stayed for you and lived our lives together. I lack the words to express how much I love you and how very much you mean to me. Please try to find joy in this life. I love you always, Tyler." I don't think this is going to satisfy people who have doubts about him, because it's written in that same formal tone. It doesn't exactly sound like a Gen Zer. But I think what we're seeing here, folks, is that's how this guy talked.
Yeah, Megan's not quite sounding like she is either. Can we go back to the days where she was all about the schmeckles and all about Jews in Israel and promoting them, and now she isn't? Can we go about the days where you go after anyone who speaks mistruths and you won't even go after Candace?
It's how he wrote Tyler Robinson. And if you don't believe that, you just wait, because at trial, we are going to see a parade of witnesses with text messages from Tyler Robinson to his parents, to his friends,
call out
and
Candace.
so on, and letters that he had written. And look, if they don't all follow this same formality, then okay, maybe somebody can argue that this is doctored by somebody. But I got dollars to donuts. They're all going to sound like this. He was an odd duck. He seemed to me like he was maybe on the spectrum.
Still won't call out Candace?
He seemed off. I'm not excusing, but trust me, of course, I'm just saying his personality, his socialization skills seemed off. So, it's possible.
Wow,
Look,
Megan's noticing. But doesn't say anything about Candace still, huh?
She
Candace,
seems out of her element right there. She seemed a little timid.
Megan, that's because Donald Trump literally slapped her and put a purple-headed yogurt slinger tattoo right on her forehead.
Can you yell for E to get me some more water?
Ethan! Eric Swalwell. He's being forced to drop out of the race. Sexual allegations. I told you this guy was just a clown. A complete clown show. Eric Swalwell, the Chinese spy is getting accused of sexual allegations. Democrats are screaming at him to get out of the race. CNN just dropped a bombshell on him. Here it is. Watch this. Olivia found it. Thanks to Olivia for bringing this up.
New tonight, CNN with exclusive reporting about Congressman Eric Swalwell. The California Democrat has ascended in the governor's race there, and he's faced recent rumors on social media about sexual misconduct that he has denied. CNN's Pamela Brown and her team have spoken with 4 accusers, including a former staffer who went on camera to share her story. Pam, tell us what our investigative team have learned.
Yeah.
Well, John, we have spoken with 4 women who have various kinds of sexual misconduct claims against Congressman Swalwell, ranging from inappropriate messages and pictures to unwanted kissing and touching. And in one case, rape from a woman we spoke to on camera in shadow to protect her identity due to fear of professional retaliation. She is a former...
We must believe all women. We must believe all women. Every single man who's been accused is guilty. We must believe all women. He must resign. We need indictments. He must be censured. He must be impeached. All women must be believed. This does compute. Suck it, fat boy. Can't stand this guy.
Former Swalwell staffer.
He's not exactly fat, but he does look like he has oral herpes. I'm just saying. I've said it before. I'm pretty sure he has like recessed oral herpes. I think I read that somewhere. Maybe.
She says it began
allegedly
when she was 21 years old. There were 2 very serious sexual assault allegations she made, one in 2019 as a staffer and the other from 2024 when she had left his office. She also described inappropriate messages and nude images with the congressman using Snapchat with disappearing messages. Now, after the first incident where she said she woke up in his hotel room as a staffer naked after a night of heavy drinking, she told us about what she says happened several years later in 2024 after she had left his office. I want to warn you, what you're about to hear is graphic and disturbing.
I decided to ask him to meet me for a drink. And I did this because I was so far removed from what had happened in 2019. I felt safe because I was established. I had a partner. I felt more secure that I could have a strictly professional relationship with this person. After that bar closed, we went to another. I went to the bathroom and I don't remember anything after that. You don't remember anything? I remember the next day, I can see flashes of that evening of him on top of me pushing him off, him grabbing me. It was a lot more aggressive. It was aggressive. Did you say no? Yes, I said no. In my flash that I can recall, I was pushing him off of me saying no. And what did he do? He didn't stop. He didn't stop. and you woke up the next morning. I woke up the next morning naked, alone in his hotel room.
And afraid.
For a moment,
Naked, alone, and
didn't
afraid.
even know I was in his hotel room. That's how intoxicated I was.
Probably how you remember.
And I called my mom, the only person I could think that could help me.
And we were able to corroborate that by speaking with friends and family she confided in, reviewing photos and screenshots of contemporaneous text messages. And we also reviewed a message from her medical provider the week after she received the pregnancy and STD tests, calling her a, quote, survivor.
Okie dokie, because this is the day. Get ready. Pigs are going to fly, because this is the day that I defend Eric Herpes Face Swalwell. Liv, go for it. You got something to say about this? You have to.
It's in the political fray, and it's really hard
Right before an election
to understand and believe. It really is. It's really sad, but all of the women who accused Donald Trump and the judge, I can't think of his name, Kavanaugh, and anyone else who has done it for political reasons, you have really given a bad light to actual survivors of sexual abuse. And it has made people question whether or not women are actually telling the truth.
Yes.
Because we're so used to hearing lies that we just brush it off.
Well,
and at this point,
I don't know about brush it off.
No, but I don't know.
Right. I don't know either.
And here's the sad thing. Here's the sad thing. Is it's come to this where when the person's on your side, you're like, oh, no.
Right.
But now that it's Eric
Swalwell, we're like, oh, he's a rapist. He's a rapist,
and it's like,
guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Right.
But
you know what?
That's the sad thing.
See, I'm with you. But if I'm going to defend Trump and I defended Joe Biden, it's guilty. It's not guilty until proven innocent, folks. It's innocent until proven guilty. And I can't stand fucking Swalwell. I think Swalwell is just a degenerate piece of crap. I don't like the guy. I can't stand him. I despise him. But I am going to say the same thing I always say. Why now?
Yeah.
Wait. You had your chance. Let me finish. Why now? Why right before the election? Go ahead. But I want to finish my statement. So go ahead. No, baby. You don't get to talk enough. Go.
If he raped you in 2019, why are you meeting him for drinks in 2024?
Right.
What that?
Exactly.
I am sorry, but if a man raped me, I'm going to stay away from that person.
Right.
As far away as humanly possible. And I'm especially not going to go meet him for drinks.
Right.
Are you freaking serious?
Yep.
Yes.
Hit it. Listen, hit him on Fang. Hit him on insider trading. Hit him on
eating too many tacos.
Eat him on the false J6 committee bullshit, the targeting, the FISA warrants. Hit him on all that type of stuff. But here's a video that Nick Sorter just released. Nick Sorter said I was going to wait until nuking him in October, right before the election, and sink his chances. But I'm going to show you this video. It's all breaking right now. This is pretty big. I am not defending Swalwell. I think Swalwell should be removed. He should be impeached. He should be investigated. He probably should be in handcuffs. He's a horrible piece of shit, degenerate. I can't stand the guy. But I'm going to hold the same standard that I always do, is the timing of this is awful convenient, yet we are hearing a lot of stuff coming from his lawyer, a lot of stuff hearing from defense attorneys that there are massive amounts of accusations coming out against him.
Here's the thing, it's CNN that did it too.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean proof, right?
No,
I just want people to understand that you got to hold the same standard of proof. And where's the rape kit? Where's the police report? Where are these disappearing texts? Just watch this video and we'll come back and talk about this. Because I just want to be consistent. Ugh, like I already feel dirty. I hate this guy.
So, Congressman, you referred to Elon Musk as a fascist at some point and alluded to him being a national security threat. Do you see that more of a national security threat, you sleeping with a Chinese spy, than transparency in the federal government? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? What's Fang think of that?
What are you doing?
What's fascistic about exposing government corruption? I mean, I know you're just at dinner now with a bunch of lobbyists. You know, they're buying you a bunch of booze, and you know that's awfully nice. I know you were talking about, maybe finding somebody else because you only like to fuck people that are 10s. I just heard that one too. So what do you think about that? Do you want to comment on any of it? Elon Musk is a national security threat, but you sleeping with a Chinese spy is not. Is that correct? You don't want to comment?
Yeah, that's not exactly going to nuke his career. Listen,
Yeah, I don't see what that. He didn't react to anything.
I want evidence. I want investigations. I want all of it. And if he's guilty, I want him hung from a yardarm. I don't like Swalwell. Politics is a nasty game. It's coming out at a very interesting time. I don't know what else to say other than I've said it. That's not damning to me. Let's get it open. Let's get the investigation. People are like, do we have to pay for? Yeah, we pay for it, and he has to reimburse. So the way it works is we front it with our tax dollars, pay for his lawyers, pay for his defense, and then he has to reimburse. I don't like it when people do that to Trump. I don't like it when people did it to Justice Kavanaugh. I don't like E. Jean Carroll. I don't believe all women. I'm sorry. I don't. Because I was around with Gary Hart. I was around with Jessica Flowers. And I know when evidence is insurmountable and exculpatory, and it was with Gary Hart, and it was with Bill Clinton. It wasn't with Trump. It wasn't with Romney. It wasn't with Joe Biden. It wasn't with Kavanaugh. And it wasn't with Amy Coney Barrett when they went after her and called her a Stepford wife. This is politics. It's dirty. It's shit. And it's why I will never get into the game. I just won't get into the game. I won't do it. But if it's true, prove it. Right? Let's prove it. Like, let's do it. But I'm not a Me Too guy. I didn't appreciate Me Too. I thought a lot of people suffered from it. And it wasn't good. It wasn't good. What do you think? Liv?
Like I said, it just, yeah, there needs to be proof. I mean, I would love to see him go down,
Me too.
but
Me
it
too.
needs to be, he needs to be going down for the correct things and not for some made up BS.
Yeah.
But this usually doesn't happen for people on the left, though. This usually only happens to people on the right. This is the first one on the left I've seen.
Listen, I don't have a problem with anyone getting in his face about Fing Fang and Dip Fam and Dip Fam. I don't care. I don't have any empathy for Eric Swalwell. Screw him. He's a corrupt politician. He's a piece of crap. But if you're going to accuse the man of this, then you better have evidence. And that's it. Yeah. Yep. James says political skeletons in October is like normal political mudslinging. It is, but it's not October. They're getting him early. The polls must not be good. I want to show one last thing, and then we're going to turn it over to Olivia for last word, my last word, and then we're going to get out of here. Thank you for the donations. 528.24 is where we're at. We're going to give a jacket away. We're going to hold on the coffee because it's just, the jacket's already 150, and this is, yeah, we got to do it. So that's where we're at. We'll continue to do the jacket Friday. Let's get through tax season. Let's get this done. 16th is right around the corner. Let's get this done. Let's get people feeling secure. Let's hope that the Trump tax breaks help everybody out. I pray that they do, and I want everyone to have a great return. I want everyone to have a great night. But first, I want to show you something. I remember this with Alex Jones, and I don't like Alex Jones. What he did with Sandy Hook was morally reprehensible, morally reprehensible. I think he is a charlatan. I don't like him as a human being, and anyone that profits off of dead kids, him, and he deserves to lose his business, and he deserves every single penny for the rest of his life to go to those Sandy Hook victims, because those people did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. And for anyone who calls it a false flag event, for anyone that says that somehow those people are not the victims of Alex Jones and his shit, I'm sorry. I don't agree with you. And I think I remember this. So him turning against Trump now, and him going against Owen Schreier, and him going against this person. I remember when he did this, and I'm not going to forget it. And you shouldn't forget it either, because I think it's all of them are doing this. But I remember. Here it is.
We're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. We're going to beat these people.
You begged for Donald Trump's help. You begged for Donald Trump to get involved. You begged for him to help you. And then you turned against him, you feckless coward. So you can take all the Ozempic you want. You can put all the tan on you want. You can go ahead and talk about all the emasculated frogs out there. And you can make 1,000 predictions, and if 20 of them come right, it doesn't make you Nostradamus. It just makes you a person who makes predictions. But I remember you blubbering fat son of a bitch begging for Donald Trump's help, and now you turned against him. So just like all the rest, you're relegated to the shelf. You're useless. I hope you lose everything. And you only talk about losing InfoWars every 6 months. It's amazing you do this. Oh, we're going to lose it. It's gone now. I thought it was gone. I thought it was gone 2 years ago. Why do you still have InfoWars on the air? Why are you still? Oh no, this time it's real. It's real this time. I promise. We're gonna go out. No, you're not. You're a grifter. You're a loser. And I'm sick of pretending that these people are people we should listen to. I'm sick of pretending that these people are real. Steve Bannon, Alex Jones, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson. Why do we listen to these people? They have lied to you incessantly. Why do we listen to these people? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep. I'm with Dan Bongino, and I'm gonna stand next to him. I'm with the chicks on the right. I'm gonna stand next to them. I'm with Damani Felder. I'm with Brandon Tatum. I'm with a PPD podcast. I'm with Graham Allen. I'm gonna stick with those people. But there is a void without Charlie Kirk, and it is a vacuum, and it is sucking the very marrow out of our existence, and we should be focused on the midterms. I said this last election in November that we should be focused on those races. We weren't, and we're not going to be focused on the midterms, and Donald Trump and the Republicans are going to lose. And you know what? I'm letting you know it's the only Senate in U.S. history who is blocking recessed appointments. They still won't let Donald Trump appoint judges. Why are we allowing this to happen? He had a mandate. This is what they did to him in 2016, and they didn't start helping until 2018, and then COVID dropped. They are sitting on their hands. They will not pass the Save America Act. They will not codify his executive orders. They are literally going to feed him to the Democrats. And none of these people are saying anything. They're not doing anything. That's it. That's all I got tonight. Sorry to be the doom and gloom into the weekend, but tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I've been wrong about any of these people. I remember people coming here, Steve Bannon. Oh, Steve Bannon's great. You know what? I showed you videos 2 years ago. Israel is our best ally. Benjamin Netanyahu is a hero to America. Israel is the best ally to America. Without Israel, we will fall. That was Steve Bannon. You know who else said that? Tucker Carlson. You know who else said that? Megyn Kelly. You know who else said that? Candace fucking Owens. They all did. And they're grifters. They're evil. They're liars. They have no morality. They have no truth. And how do we continue to listen to these people and give them access? I don't understand it. How do you allow people like Dan Blizerian? How do we take that seriously? How does he run under the GOP? How do we allow him to run as a Republican? How do we allow Nick Fuentes to replace Charlie Kirk or have a movement that circumvents TPUSA? How do we allow that? How do we allow these people not to invite Donald J. Trump to any convention for Republicans? How do we allow them to push him to the side? Why was Donald Trump not propped up as the greatest part of CPAC? Why is everyone turning against him? We know why. Because the tea leaves and the bones have foretold of doom in November. Of doom. The GOP will lose. that we will lose control of the House and the Senate, and Donald J. Trump will be impeached. And they are going to wait in the wings to mop up whoever takes over. That will be J.D. Vance. And they will abandon Trump like they abandoned him in 2024 run. Remember in 2023 how many people moved to DeSantis? I talked about DeSantis. I told you about him. I told you about Donald Trump. I was critical of Trump. Olivia was critical of Trump. Leroy and Amy were critical of Trump. We were critical of him, and we said, you need to do a few things. And what did he do? He shifted. And when he did, he got our full-throated support. But DeSantis started sounding like a candidate who made sense. But there were people who jumped ship, and when DeSantis fell off, they jumped right back on who? Vivek Ramaswamy. And when he fell off, what did they do? They jumped back on Donald Trump's train. And the moment that he goes into Iran, the moment that they don't work on his timetable and their timetable that they want right now, this minute, we want you to do all of these things. Arrest everybody. Right now. Deport every single person who's illegal in America. Right now. We're going to turn against you. And that's what they did. I told you back in 2024, watch their true colors. 2023, look at their true colors. Well, their true colors have been seen. They have demonstrated who they are and where their loyalties lie. And you don't have to be loyal to Donald Trump. You should be loyal to the country and loyal to the party president of the Republican Party. Otherwise, you are not a Republican. You're a contrarian. You're controlled opposition. Get the out of the GOP. You and all the rhinos need to leave. That's it. I'm pissed. Liv, what do you got? Sorry, you had to sit there and listen to me go off.
Nope. Just thanks everyone for the donations. Have a wonderful weekend. Ours is going to be jam-packed full.
What are we doing?
Ethan's first baseball game is tomorrow. Hayden's play is Sunday. So, lots to do.
Keep talking for a second.
So, and it's supposed to be really, really nice weather. So.
That's it. That's all you got. How about who's coming on the show? Maybe you can help us with that real quick.
Who's coming on the show? So, reminder, next week is Adam and Bethany Coogan. Adam was a J6er.
Speak up.
And then the 22nd is Barry Morgenstein. We will have Damani Felder back in the house on May 1st, the first Friday of every month. He'll be back on. And then May 15th, T.S. Dixon will be here working on a few others as well. Hopefully by next week, I will have a few other dates in and with the actual guests of who will be in. So, but we only have 2 weeks left in May to schedule, and then we'll be on in June. So
I'll find that tweet. I'll find that tweet for you guys. Somebody highlighted it today and said, wow, this is true, but I'll find it for you back. I think it was in 2023 when I said, people are about to show you who they are.
It's probably right after October. It was October, right?
I'm looking. How do I look that up?
I don't know.
I am horrible on Twitter.
I do not know how to use Twitter at all. I don't post anything on it. I go on it for the show and do find videos. I've never posted.
What year would it be?
If you're talking about right after Israel, it was 2023. It was October 7th, 2023.
I'll find it. All right, folks. Either way, jacket drawing will be on Monday. Matt, did the millennial guy ever call you to apologize? Nope. And I didn't expect it. He doesn't have to apologize for having an opinion. I just disagree with him. It's a good call. No. He drunk texted Olivia at 1 o'clock in the morning, though. And said something that was completely not what anyone said, which is like anyone who protects Muslims and their pedophile. Nobody did that. All we said is that you should kill a bunch of Arabs, kill every Arab on the planet. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Unless anything else happens, it sounds like we have a very busy weekend, and we will see you guys soon. God bless. Yep. Take care of each other. See you then.
Night, y'all.
Good night.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, Direct. Unfiltered. We can agree. We can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.